What's up, everybody? That's right. Jay Watts on the mic tonight. Let me know how this thing sounds. And you're right. It's a new track you hearing right there from my man Bobby Vicious Music. He's out there. He's tagged in the comments. So any of you rappers out there say, hey, man, I need some tracks. Hit up Bobby Vicious Music, man. He's always making them bangers. I like this track right here. I got this from him today. You know what I'm saying? I got to pay my man for licensing, but hey, it's worth it. These is all classics right here. Dude is killing it, killing the game. All right, hold up for a second. Let me go in here and make sure Facebook is up and running right. Let me know if the microphone's coming in crystal clear. Here we are. Oh, let me go in here and make this public. Okay. Bam. Public on Facebook Live. What up, my man Veliano? That's my man Logan right there out of the capital city, Vegas. That's right, baby. The sign on my hustle says don't knock. That's my man. What's good? All right, hold up for a second. Good, we clear? All right, my man Steve said we clear. We all good to go, brother. Let's roll, let's roll. So, on tonight's live stream, woo, man. I'm trying to get this one of these drivers on here, you know what I'm saying? She's one of our new drivers with the 300, and I'm trying to get her to come in and kind of present how it feels to be one of the women that rocks with the 300. And she's doing good. I'm telling you, she's knocking it out the park. She was with us that one night where I said everybody was out driving, and we all left. Everybody got 500. She was one of them. She was one of the 300. They got 500. That's how we say it, man. What's good, Darius? What's up? What's up, man? Something's in my eye already. I just started the live stream and something's in my eye. How is this even possible? Come on. Hold up for a second. Let me make sure. Oh, yeah. She's not on yet. What's up? What up, E? He says, what's up? Busy day. Private Cliver ran me tired. PC airport pickup 7 a.m. tomorrow. Man, I got up this morning doing privates, man. I woke up, bam, hitting the airport right off the bat. Went inside that Quick Trip for a minute. I was going to go in and buy some peanut butter cookies. Decided, I'm just going home. Been home all day working on the car, man. Had to come in. I did a little paint modification on it. I took my rear wheels off. I had to rebalance one of them. I found out which one it was. Rebalance the rear tire. My new parts just came in. My parts came in because I got a coolant leak in the front. That little heater hose is the little wire's all jacked up. So the new wire came in. About to get that popping. What up, Jamil, my brother? What's good? Hey, do me a favor, man. Cause I sent Siobhan a text. Send Siobhan a text and be like, hey, Jeff is online. Cause we're gonna ask her how does it feel to be one of the women in the 300. I want Jamie Carey on here too. If we can find Jamie and Siobhan, that will be perfect for tonight's live stream. Cause I want them to see how does it feel to be the women, the queens of the three, out there driving these big trucks with the boys. And for everybody out there thinking that Pax is just made for SUVs, it's not. The only reason why we're doing SUVs only right now is because Jamil, me, I think Luke, we're testing it right now. We just so happen to have SUVs. So we're testing it right now, and we're testing it on the car platform. We're on the car tier, but we're testing it with this SUV. So everybody's thinking, you need an SUV to do that? Beta testing, we're running SUVs on the beta test. But once we open up the tiers, we're slowly rolling out the tiers. We're going to have actually cars. Cars are going to be on there. So make sure you guys know and tell people out there, man, do not think for 1 second just because PAX is open and it's only SUV. People keep believing that and it's not. It's like, man. But so what we're going to do is, like I said, I want these women to know. I want these women to come in here and let y'all know there's women in the game right now making bank. Jamie Carey, she cleared like $1,100 one night. Not the night we made the 5. It was one night she was just cruising, doing all of her private clients, everything, $1,100. She do it how the 300 do it, man. She do it how the 300 do it. And I tell people out there, you could be a male, female, driving cars, truck, whatever you want to drive. Guaranteed, you're going to make the money the right way if you're not stuck on these apps. If you stuck on these apps, you're going to make the money like that. Jamie Carey, she walked away from the apps a long time ago. She still runs them. She runs, Lyft Black. She runs Uber Black or Lyft Black and Lyft Black SUV. She runs them. But her true money is in private rides. She know that. She know that now. She's like, yeah, these apps is cool, but hey, we got to rock with these private rides, and she's making money. She's putting guys to shame with that big truck. I'll be like, hey, get out there and get it. Y'all can't see what my shirt says. It says the sign on my hustle says don't knock, but it's so bright you can't even see the shirt. Hold on, let me see something real quick. I think you can see it like this. Hold on for a second. Nope, you still can't see it. Nope, you still can't see it. I think you can see it right there where it says the sign on my hustle says don't knock. You can see it a little bit, but that means the camera is all like screwed up right there. So I got to put it back to how it was. Let's put the camera back like this. You can't see it because it's all washed out and everything now. But it says the sign on my hustle says don't knock. Maybe I could turn this way and you can see it some. Nah, you still can't see it. That light is killing me, man. I'm gonna have to figure out my new lighting arrangement, especially when I'm wearing white and stuff like that. This is almost a light white gray shirt. And usually I'm wearing black shirts so you can see stuff better. Wait a minute, hold up. There we go. Had to get the fans going. I'm getting all of the podcast ready. Sometimes I go on a little earlier and I'm not quite there yet. But yeah. What Manny saying? Uh-oh. Oh, Manny was saying something about live streaming something. I don't know. But man, how you guys out there? I mean, it's the middle of March. March Madness has just started. We trying to go into the middle of March now. Couple of weeks from now, if people haven't gotten their private clients and all that stuff together out of this whole March Madness thing, you're going to have a long spring. All the way till summer, you're going to be going broke. You're going to be going broke all the way till summer. So you got to figure something out, y'all. Get out there and get them clients, get them business cards made. And for the drivers that are in Arizona, I tell all of y'all, if you guys haven't signed up with paxapp.io yet, oh, you missing out. You missing out. Because we about to do some serious, I can't even tell. Like I said, a lot of people don't believe what we be saying. I know when we were saying, hey, man, get signed up with paxapp.io so you can get on with the team. Everybody's like, yeah, whatever. A couple of days ago, everybody left that night, 500, that right in hand, 500 cash. Didn't matter how many rides you did. You could have did 1 ride, 10 rides, 15 rides. The money was right in your hand. And a lot of people that showed up that night who understood what we were saying got registered with Pax in time. If you study long, you study wrong. If I'm saying something on this microphone, best believe I've already verified it already, and it's going down like that. And people, oh, we done heard everything, man. We heard that people be trying to get people to sign up. Hey, if you don't want to get paid, it ain't my problem. But don't come to me in 2 weeks from now like, hey, man, I'm having problems getting money. It's not my problem. I got tons of videos on this channel telling you how to get money. Tons of them showing the plays I make, showing the plays other drivers make. We all making the same plays. Out here putting opportunities in front of your face. You don't capitalize on that opportunity, and then you run up like, hey, man, how can I? It's already been said and done. Just like when I was investing a long time ago, and I told people to hop on this project, and nobody hopped on the project. I ended up making almost 80 grand on the project, and everybody coming to me after I made the 80 grand. How can I? Too late now. Too late. I mean, when I put a play in front of you, you got to realize who you're dealing with. I'm a businessman. I'm not just a driver. I know a lot of people say, oh, drivers ain't got no skills. Business is my skill. Been an accountant since 15 years old, got the degree in it, worked corporate for almost 20 years. Business is my skill. So you're dealing with a businessman. And if you just go real slow, guess what? You can't come and, well, Jeff, man, I try to get on with you guys. No, you didn't try hard enough. Because when I put the play out there and you don't take the play, that's cool. Cool. Hey, thank you, Jamil, man. Like I said, hopefully she'll get on and say, hey, I'm in. I want people to really realize, because she's new to the group. And I want people to really hear how it sounds to be new to a group of people who just want to share the money. We just want to share the money, share the expertise and share the money. And I want her to be like, this is how it felt walking in. And like I said, ain't no hate, ain't no animosity. Everybody's pitching in to help make sure she's making the money. She's in the right place at the right time. This is what we do with the 300. And it's a lot of people ain't never seen a driving crew like that. It's about probably 15, 20 of us here in Phoenix that I regard to as being the 300. It's about 15, 20 of us. And ain't none of us greedy when it comes to that money. We all trying to share that money. We all trying to pass you a client. We all let you know if you get stuck and you need help, we right there for you. We ain't gonna leave you to where you're like, oh man, I just told this person I could pick them up and I can't pick them up. Damn, call one of the 300. If I can't do it, hit up Jamil. Like one time I had a ride come to me and I couldn't do it. I passed Jamil. I think Jamil ended up getting Frank to do it. Cause I was like, man, I said, I can't even do this damn ride, man. Somebody got to help me out. Jamil was like, well, what time is it? This time I'll give you a call right back. Send it to Frank. Frank said, I got it. Don't worry about it. We the 300. We stick up for each other out here. Plenty of wealth to spread around, man. Millions of dollars out there, millions. And ain't none of us sitting on millions right now, so we ain't even in competition with each other. Build your base up. Get your people built up. We got people from other cities flying into Phoenix looking for how to get linked in with us. They're like, oh, man, you know, I heard you guys got a little driving crew, this and that. Can somebody pick me up from the airport? Oh, I got you. If I can't get you, one of the crew will get you. And that's how we do out here. A lot of people don't do that. What up, young boy? A lot of people won't do that. So what I wanted to make sure that, you know, Shavonda, since she was the new kid on the block, I wanted her to come online and just kind of let people know the truth. Because, I mean, y'all think I'm biased because I've been with the 300 for so long. You think people that have been rocking with the 300 are all biased. No. It's easy to start a team when you got people around you that want to work, want to make money. They not greedy people. They don't want all the ride, all that. It's impossible. It's way too much money out there. It's impossible to do that. So a lot of us got lucky. We all got lucky and ran into each other the way that we ran into each other. So many groups out there don't know how we do it. They're like, man, how do y'all do it? How do y'all just sit there and see money on the table and just give it to somebody else? Oh, Jamie's here. So Jamie's there. Jamie, hey, if Jamie, you want to get online or what? Are you in a space where you can chat on the camera? Jamie, she's another one of the women in the 300. You know what I'm saying? So if she's around, if she could get online, let me know. Because people got to hear it, man. They hear it from the guys all the time. They never hear from the girls in the 300. They don't even think we got girls in the 300. I'm like, if you can drive a truck and you got great customer service, or even you got a car, hey, just hit me up. We'll figure something out for you. We'll work you into the plan somehow. And once you get worked into the plan, you got to realize you got to be stable. You got to be reliable. Because if we sending you rides and you're like, oh, I didn't go pick that person up. Shit, I forgot. It's like that falls back on the original now. It's like, damn, we sent somebody there and it's messed up. See, not watching a Trump speech right now. Oh, it'll be some highlights in there. It'll be some highlights. I'll watch some Trump speech highlights. So with the highlights, what's going to happen is they're going to cut out all the filler. And when they take out all the filler, that's when I'll eventually, I'm like, okay, I want to see the good parts. I don't want to see all the speech. You can only listen to Trump for so long. This dude be cracking up, having people rolling, laughing. He be going off track. This is not a Biden speech. Biden will give a speech for like 10 minutes and he's done. Trump, hour and a half deep, still laughing, cracking up, going off on people. Oh yeah, Roxy, yep, you already know Roxy, she the 300. She swings through Vegas, down in Texas, North Carolina, Tennessee, man. She be doing it, man. So, oh yeah. Hold up. Also, Jamie's watching. Okay, cool. If Jamie's watching, that's what's up. And that's why I was asking her if she's free to put the link on. I didn't know if she had clients with her or not. If she had clients or not. Hold up for a second. If she's got the thing on here, let me put the link in here for Miss Jamie. Let's see something, Miss Jamie. Bam. I'm gonna turn my music down before I pull you in. Hold up, because I'm over here rocking out to this new Bobby Vicious. That's why y'all always say that, vicious. You gotta hear that because these tracks be vicious. All right, bet. Hold up for a second. Let me go back in here. All right, Jamie, where you at? I want y'all to hear it from one of the women of the 300 rolling with Pax. And she was one of the runs in the original meetings with Pax. A long time ago, we were sitting in a small little area, kicking back, relaxing. Everybody was meeting everybody. She brought her brother up there with her and everything. Cool guy, real cool guy. But that's what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to build something out here, man. And not only build something out here, but we're trying to show people how it's done. Because when we're ready to expand, we want to make sure when we hit another city, we already got teams already built already. Okay, cool. All right, Jamie, I already put this in the chat for you right there. Just click that link, Jamie. I'll see you in the bottom. I'll grab you and bring you in. So I'll see you down there. So, and I think Jamie was driving an Audi. When she first started, she had the Audi SUV. So she ended up selling that Audi SUV and she got the big Escalade now. So I remember when she bought the big Escalade, we came out the building and saw that thing. It was like, damn. That truck looked like a semi. That thing like an 18-wheeler. She said, oh my God, this is horrible. I'm going to cry. Uh-oh, what's happening? Mm. Where's Jamie at? I put the link in there for her. She ain't clicked the link, y'all. She's probably like trying to get her hair ready. She's getting her hair and her makeup ready right now. She's like, if I'm gonna get on camera and you gonna freeze me in time, man. Billy P, my man, Billy Proctor. Hey, we was just talking about you today, man, because you got the big white Escalade. We got to do that. We got to get a whole Escalade crew. We want everybody with the Escalade all in one shot, man. Because it's probably about, what, 4 of y'all with Escalades? We got you, we got Omar, Jamie. There has to be someone else with an Escalade. I know there's another Escalade. I'm just not thinking of it right now. But we've got about probably 3, 4, 5 Escalades. That would be nice to have an Escalade crew. Just all y'all show up and like, hey, we're going to send you a group of Escalades down to pick everybody up. They'd be like, okay, that's what's up. Shit. Y'all pull up with the big convoy of Escalades looking like got the train grills in the front. Man, we trying to do it. I was supposed to get my pick this weekend, ended up getting sick. Oh, yeah, just make sure you run that by Jamil, because Jamil, he's actually going to he's going to have to do another group of pictures, because once we start unleashing the app to bring more people online, we're going to have the next wave of people coming in. And some of these guys don't even have their pictures yet. So we'll have to get all that done, hopefully. But you're going to be in that. I think it's you. King James was in that group. It was a few people that didn't make it this week to get their pictures. But like I said, if anybody who got their pictures done this past week, some of those people got the $500 call. You got the $500 phone call, because we needed people to actually be able to have the app. Because if the app couldn't be on your phone, if you didn't have your profiling done, you couldn't make the 500. So a lot of people didn't get a chance with the 500. So for the people that all have profiles and everything, let me put it back in there. Jamie, all you got to do is click this link. There's a link right here. Yeah, see, there's a link that says StreamYard.com. When you click that link, I'll see you in the bottom. Then I'll pull you in, and then we'll make sure you got lighting, though. If you don't have lighting, it's going to be hard to see you. Man, this beat right here is hitting, man. He be making these West Coast bangers always. What's up, Bubba Sue? What's good? So, yeah, Danny said he would let me know. Just send a message earlier. Oh, yeah. Like I said, a lot of people, man, they thought we was joking when I said, hey, sign up with PAX, go to PAXapp.io. We trying to do something different out here. We formulating teams. We're going to be doing a lot of events together as teams. We'll be doing events, whole events as teams. And you're going to get paid. People's like, yeah, right. We heard that from so many apps. We heard that before that. Ask anybody who was with us the other night. How many rides you do? I don't even know how many rides I did. I just did. Whenever we saw people, hey, we're running over there. We'll pick them up. We'll get them down. This and that. End of the night. Hey, man, it was a great night. It was a successful night. Everybody got that $500 payment. Everybody got a $500 payment. If your truck was down there and you rode with us, you got $500. No matter how many rides you did. Because I told y'all, we need trucks. We need people to come out and do these events. And when they showed up and they did the events, everybody got paid, just like I said. Now, a lot of people, after the $500 video was out and they saw that people really did get paid, there was no bullshit to it. Everybody, shit, hold up. Motherfucker, you could have had the 500. I told y'all we was all getting $500 a piece. All we had to do was show up and do free rides. It was free rides. It was a shuttle. We was all free black SUV shuttles. That's all we were. You just pull up. If somebody needs a ride, I was giving one person a ride at a time. 2 people a ride at a time. Couples jumping in. I gave 6 people a ride. I mean, you just jump in where somebody got to go somewhere, you give them. The event was covering everybody. And if you got down, you did your pictures already, you had the app downloaded, you got online, you basically got paid $500 just for making sure you did everything on time. That's it. You got $500 just because you got got your profile put online on time. You got $500. It was like a sign-on bonus. Welcome to PAX, $500 sign-on bonus. So can you use iPad for PAX at home? I don't know. I don't use iProducts, but you probably can. I use Android, so you probably can. I don't know. Yeah, it's hey, man, right here, man. Plantation economics. And we're going to try to expand it. Like I said, today I was on the phone with Jamil and we was trying to cover how we can actually, let me make sure she still got that link. And we was trying to make sure we're trying to see how we're going to expand it. Because I already said, I said I wanted to do Vegas next. So I'm researching the hell out of the Vegas market right now. I'm going to fly out there in the morning one day. I'll probably hit up one of the three, hit up my man Logan. I'm gonna hit up somebody getting paid to drive me around all fucking day. I don't know who. I mean, somebody's getting paid to drive me around all day. So if and you might not have to drive all day, just a couple of rides here and there, but you're gonna get paid because you know me. I'm not gonna be trying to use no app fees and shit like that. I might slide you $200 just because you were available. Shit, I don't know. That's how I am. The ride don't make a difference. It's the convenience, it's the service, it's the fact that you was there for me when I landed. You picked me up from the airport, got me to where I needed to go, did what I had to do, get me back to the airport. $200. You're like, man, I took Jeff like fucking 15 miles. The motherfucker gave me $200. It's what we do. Hey, if the company's covering it all, shit, I'm gonna take care of your ass. I'm gonna take care of you. Fane says, hey man, this beat hard. Drop some bars, man. Hey, I already got some shit. I started rapping when I first heard this track. I started just rapping, and I said, all right, cool. I started writing down what I liked out of what I said. It's some crazy. It's not organized yet. I just freestyled too, but I didn't organize everything. But it's some bars that I dropped to this, man. It's some bars I dropped. I was loving this. Billy said 500 would take 2 weeks on the Uber app, and man, and we did that shit. The destination was like a mile. Everybody had to drive 1 mile from where we picked people up to where we dropped them off was like a mile. So you would pick people up, drop them off. You drive back empty. You pick somebody up, you drive back, and then you come, and it was just back and forth. We was all trailing each other. People was passing each other back and forth. It was cars and SUVs everywhere. Easiest $500 anybody could make. Easiest $500 you would ever make. Easiest 500. You was just basically driving down a back alley. You hit a light, make a left, hit a stop sign by the cops, make a right, drop the people off, wash, rinse, repeat. If we needed you, cool. Some trucks stayed parked for a couple of runs because we didn't have enough people pulling up. We had the big shuttle buses there with bigger groups, but we would grab people. Hey, you ready? Yep. All right, Omar, take them. You ready? Yep. Jamie, you ready? Yep. Siobhan, I'm taking them. Jamil's taking them. Frank's taking them. We all just running all up and down. Luke, he got people. We just running back and forth all night. Easiest shit ever. Easiest shit ever. And all of a sudden, just bam, 500. I told everybody on the videos 500. And they was like, man, this is obviously you can't freestyle off the dome. It's all good, pen and paper it. Oh, I can freestyle, but it might not be something I want to put in this chat right here. That's all. See, when I freestyle, hey, I might put some killer shit on here. And y'all be like, damn, just gonna kill somebody. Like, nah, motherfucker. That's why I make sure when something's recorded, when I'm recording, it's something that I'm not gonna be ashamed of. Everybody know, even when I used to rap, I got raps. I found a whole CD with me rapping on it. I wouldn't even play it for none of y'all ass because I know what's on those CDs. I was spitting killer shit back in the day. I wouldn't let nobody hear that right now. You think I let my kids hear that? Hell no. I'm 51 years old. They were like, man, my dad was evil. It's like, that's why I'm glad I never put some of that shit out. I put a couple of good CDs out, but anything that I'm not proud of, I wouldn't put out. Not on a recording. I wouldn't do that. Even if it came off the dome, if it was something I was thinking, I just spit to it. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't. That's why I organize all my shit before I drop it, because I'm not going to put something out that somebody could use against me later. What if I decide to run for president one day? And motherfucker like, remember that live stream you dropped? And you dropped that rap, remember all the shit you were saying? Shit. Not me, motherfucker. I'm too smart. I'm way smarter than that. So no, I'm not an idiot. I know how recordings work. People will play shit back one day and it'll fuck my whole motive up. Be like, damn, man, yeah, you said this and that. I mean, even Eminem had a rap one time. He's spitting. What happened? He had to fucking backtrack on everything. He was rapping about black girls. That shit, it got his ass one day. He's like, see? Everybody was bringing up, remember that time he was talking about black girls ain't shit, Eminem? Like, yeah, got him. So that's great, man. I haven't driven on the app since Halloween. Only time I leave is if I get paid and have the rides planned. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what's up. Uh-oh, she's stupid. I see where you at. I can see the thing right there, Jamil. I see her camera down there. How is she not on the thing? Hold up for a second. Y'all know how I like my live streams, man. Hold up for a second. I'm going to so if she clicks the link, she can't get on that link. Did I drop that link in there? She can't get on the link. We'll have to do it next time. We'll do it next time. If she can't get on, that's cool. We can do it next time. You know I ain't going nowhere. I'm doing a ton of live streams in March anyways. Ton of live streams in March. So if we can't run it right, that's cool. We'll get it right next time. We'll get it next time. Yeah, because I saw Jamil's phone, but then he was holding her phone up to his camera. It was gonna sound way too weird. It was gonna mess the whole sound up. Oh yeah, social media could be a career killer, man. There's athletes that was having like, NFL and Major League Baseball aspirations, but shit they said on recordings a long time ago popped up and just destroyed all their scholarship hopes. All that, man. That's why I'm like, watch what you put on recording, because haters will pull that shit back up later and be like, hey, remember you said this? I got this on record. It's like, be careful. I mean, you might say something to somebody like live, like we just hanging out together, like in my front yard. I can say whatever I want to say. But when you start recording things on the internet, yeah, you better watch what you say. Be a little bit smarter, because we already been here before. This ain't our first rodeo. We're a little smarter. This is watching this from Native on Dorsey and Broadway. Some bartenders, same patio, 59-cent wings on Tuesday. Uh-oh. Hey, wait a minute. Matt, you over there with our bartender. Hey, go put her on the camera and be like, hey, you remember us? We the group that came in and was giving you hell. You was supposed to call Matt for a ride. She was supposed to be your private client, I think, or something like that. They were going to some event or whatever. Man. There used to be 25 cents wing there. Hey, Matt, she ripping you off. It's supposed to be 25-cent wings. She charged you 59 cents. She getting an extra quarter off of you, man. She ripping you off, bro. I guess her show got canceled. Okay. But let her know. Say, hey, you know what? That whole group of guys that was here way back then, we told you we was 300. You didn't believe us, lady. We on the internet. The INNA net. The internet. INNA net. I'm on the internet. Yeah, we need to call IT. Oh, we could do it next time. It's cool, because like I said, I'm gonna do a lot of shows in March anyways. So once we figure out how to click the link, pull up the link, get it all together and stuff like that, she probably got to get a YouTube account. I don't know. Maybe she don't have one. Oh no, it's cool, brother. Like I said, she probably got to get a YouTube account, because with a YouTube account, without a YouTube account, I don't know if you can click in. I don't think you can. I think you need a YouTube account. But she's got a YouTube account. All she got to do is just click the link. Maybe she got an iPhone. See, that's what it is. We got Android. She got an iPhone. Oh, she remembers us. Okay, that's what's up. Tell her we said, what's up? The 300 said, what's up? And I forgot her name. So tell her we're going to give her a shout out and tell everybody to go by Native Wings, ask for her specifically. And from there, she's going to get a lot of tips. She's going to get a lot of drivers showing up asking for it. She's got to take care of us. Give us 25-cent wings. Don't give us no 59-cent wings. But man, it's like, sorry, man. Pain Wiz is dying laughing. Yeah, but no, man, this is going to be a fun day. What up, Steve? My brother, Rideshare Rodeo. I thought at least you'd be watching a Trump speech. See, I'm going to watch the Trump speech like once it all wraps up. I'm going to get I get to go on different channels like Benny Johnson, and he's going to wrap the whole speech up for us. Because sitting there watching that whole thing, man. She got to enter the studio, then you got to add her. Now, not 100% true, because if I put the link in, anybody can click the link and get in. I don't think she can enter the studio, but she's got to click that link. I don't think she's clicking the link. That's what it is. But she's clicking it, and it's not giving her, it's not pulling her into my studio. Because usually once I drop the link, it'll pull right in. And see, the thing is, last time I had the Trump speech and I had the Kamala Harris speech, I was like, they yellow flagged my whole video. I'm like, what? It says, wait a minute. This is Back to the Wings. I have to tune in later. Trump wants you to call him. His number is US. You or any of your viewers can pull up the White House clerk's live stream. Just go to White House YouTube channel. I don't know. Uh-oh, guess who just popped up? I see Jamie at the bottom, y'all. Y'all better be ready for this. This is going to be funny. You are about to witness the woman of the hour, the 300. Let me pull Jamie on stage. What's up, Jamie?
Hi. I don't know. I'm hearing a delay. I'm hearing you twice.
How many devices are you running? Are you running 2 devices, 3 devices over there?
Probably.
See, like I hear a delay. Well, see, the
There
thing
we go.
is, yeah, because what it is if you're watching it on the channel, it's gonna come after us being in
I
the
don't.
studio. Yeah, it's all
I
job, but it's fine. The delay is fine. Everybody's like, "What up, Jamie?" So now y'all see Jamie. This is the big Escalade roller right here. She be coming through, hitting the horn. She need to get one of those truck horns, like womp womp. I know, Jamil. This is finally, man.
I I'm hearing three different conversations. I don't really understand what's happening.
Oh, from one device. Maybe it's. How many screens do you got open though?
Nope, and that's just one.
How? I don't know. Well, maybe if you go out and come back in, you want to try that? Can you hear one now, or is it still hearing multiple?
Sure.
All right. Okay, she's gonna try to come back in. She's gonna try to come back in. Oh yeah, she traded in that Audi, and she ended up with a Escalade. I'm gonna put this link in right here. So, Jamie, I just dropped a new link right there. That link should bring you in. If you click that link, it should pull you right up. Let's see what we can do. And that's the thing. I would listen to the Trump speech. I would. I'm going to listen to it later. I'm waiting on arrest to happen. That's what I'm really waiting on. We heard a lot of talking. It's cool. We got him in the office. Him and Elon doing their thing. I'm proud of them out there doing their thing. I want to see somebody in handcuffs. We done heard enough. They can keep talking. I don't want them to talk for the next 4 years. Trump be having some of the funniest speeches, be killing me. I be cracking up laughing because he ain't got no sense. Dude's funny. Uh-oh, let's pull Jamie back up. How does it sound now? A little bit better?
Yeah, no, it's completely delayed. I'm hearing you say the things twice, and now I'm delayed. So then I talk, and then I hear myself talk. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, I don't really understand what's happening. So sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I've never done a live before. It's not really my thing.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the live stream. This is it right here, man.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll try it again another time
because it's all screwed up right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right, we'll figure it out. All right, Jamie. Oh, see? Goodbye. Okay, well, so at least y'all know what Jamie looks like, who she is. You know what she rolls. Once we get it right, it's got to be something with the sound and everything. Say, turn off his show on YouTube and just be on the live. I don't know. That's what I was thinking, Myron. I think she was watching it on YouTube, but she was also on the live stream at the same time. So you can't do both. Like me, I don't even have my show on YouTube. I just stick on this screen because if I run my YouTube channel as I'm talking, it'll come back to me like a few seconds later. So I don't even run it. I just run straight on I just open the link and talk on the link. When I was on Rideshare Rodeo's channel, that's what I did. I wasn't watching it on YouTube because if I was doing that, I would hear it coming back at me. So I was like, nope, I'll turn it off. All right, let's see if she figured it out. Hold on for a second. So is it better now?
That was it.
Oh, you had it open in another panel?
Yeah. No, I was watching your show and trying to get on. That was the problem. Whoever said that, thank you.
Myron, I'm telling you, Myron's a genius. He's a genius. That's why he's here.
Okay, here we are.
Yes. Welcome. My girl, what's good?
Yes,
So how's life? Tell everybody, you used to roll the QX90 or something like that?
No, Q7, Audi Q7, the one with the third row.
Okay.
Drove in Manhattan Beach. I just moved here from Manhattan Beach a year and a half ago. Raised my kids there for 22 years. Drove in Manhattan Beach for 4 years. Back in the good Lux days.
Lux.
Getting Lux at the beach, just rolling at the beach for 2 hours, make $200 and go home.
Damn. And see, that's what it is. At the beach, everybody they feel luxurious. Everybody's eating outside, everybody's shopping, and they want to leave in a luxury car because everybody's watching.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey.
And also it's a small area. So I would drive the same 5-mile area over and over and over again one ride, 2 miles, 3 miles, 1 mile, 4 miles, over and over and over. $200, a couple hours, done.
See, there you go. And that's what I used to do when I had that little Beamer. I used to sit downtown and just go in circles downtown and make a killing. $200 nights just going in circles.
No.
They'd be like, damn,
days, that was great. And what was so interesting is I didn't qualify for black or black SUV in Los Angeles. So then when I got here, I was like, I'll try to drive and see what happens. And a black popped up. And I was like, oh, hey. And then a black SUV. And then another black SUV. And I was like, hell yes.
He was like, I'm done.
So yeah, I did that in the Audi Q7 for about 8 months. And then upgraded to the Escalade. Yeah.
See, in that Audi Q7, you had some amazing nights. Because I remember you hit me up about it. Like, I'm already at $600. And you were just writing Tempe, and everybody's like, Tempe don't have black and black SUV rides.
They do.
I was like,
oh, let me tell you, because also I work remotely from home, so I just run the app all day. I'll get
and me and Lawrence used to sit over at that Jack in the Box on Mill, and we both be doing rides all night, just sitting by Jack in the Box. Just he be in the black Mercedes, I'm in my little orange BM, just all night, Lux and black SUV, Lux all night. Tempe be on fire.
Like today, I am at 290, and most of that is just sitting at home, grabbing rides.
Damn.
At black SUV.
And I tell folks, man, it can be so easy when you figure out the system of how these apps really work.
Yes.
People out there driving around, burning gas, sitting in, I'm like, nah, man, you doing too much. It's way easier than that. Doing too much.
You got to let it come to you. I will not. Unless I have a private, I will not leave my house until I get a ping. I'm not out there searching I'm not running around doing, empty miles, none of that. Like I'll wait for a ping and then I'll go out and then I'll catch a couple more rides because I'm out, but I won't go out looking for rides.
No. I'll sit here. I'll turn it on my house Wi-Fi sometimes to get airport pings. I get the top of the hill pings, roosters. I get all kind of pings from the house. This is like, don't leave. So what made you want to get rid of the Q7 though? What made you want to get rid of that?
There just wasn't enough room. Because, you've got like bachelorette parties, bachelor parties, golfers, families going to the airport. And that third row is tight. It's not really it's a kid third row.
Yeah.
It's a little.
Because it's got no leg room back there, nothing?
No. So,
I've never been inside of a Q7 yet.
Yeah. And then doing the waste management last year, just having golfers and like groups of people, it was tight.
Especially with the golfers, because they're going to walk up with a golf bag or two. And it's like, oh man, it's 3 guys, a golf bag or 2. And it's like, oh man. Exactly. And I was like that. I would let the BMW seats down and slide a golf bag all the way up. And I was like, I can't do this no more. I got to go get a black SUV. So I just started searching through warehouses for black SUVs. End up finally getting one. It took me about 7-8 months. Finally got one.
Yeah. I mean, I knew exactly what I wanted. I just waited until it popped up. But yeah, it's refreshing to get outside, to get, because again, I work remotely. I work at home. So for me to be able to get out, get a ride, meet some people. And now with PAX, I mean, yesterday I picked up a corporate, he's a corporate senior VP at SRP. He travels here from Dallas every Sunday and leaves every Thursday. And SRP is just 2 miles down the road from my house. So he pinged on black SUV for Lyft, picked him up yesterday, pitched PAX, and now he booked a PAX ride with me today, and he's booking airport on Thursday.
Damn.
Like, this is the easiest app. It was easy, and I love it because I know who I'm going to get. I know the condition your car is going to be in. He said, even with black and black SUV, he goes, these people roll up in these Suburbans that are about to fall apart.
Oh, they spray painted. They got rivets all in the bumpers and shit. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
They be the paint's faded. Like you look at the back of the truck, it's like it been sitting in the sun for 2 months. It's like the whole back of this truck is faded.
Yeah. So he said, because he has a private driver in Dallas too, but I mean, there's another time we can talk about, I have a marketing, branding, and luxury sales background of 25 years. So, you got to know when to jump on that pitch. And you also have to know when they're not interested.
Yep. Yep.
right?
And,
Like
and
they're
you just
not
gotta
interested.
like let it go. You gotta just let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to let it go if they're not interested. If they're talking and they're, young group and they don't, I mean, I've tried it. I've tried to pitch and everyone just radio silence, birds. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, never mind.
And the thing is, some people I'll try to pitch, especially some of these, and they will sit up there and try to get credit rides. I'm like, I don't even know you. How you gonna try to get a credit ride? What if you pick me up today? I don't get paid till Friday. Can I just pay you on Friday? I'm like, I don't know you. It's like this is the first time you ever text me. I'm like, you just got my car like 2 weeks ago, and now you text me asking for a credit ride. I'm like, no, I'm cool. It's like,
and I think too, like we talked about, on Saturday, I said when you're running I didn't pay $100,000 for it, but it's $100,000 machine.
When you're
running that, you're not going to take. I think I told you I had some guy offer me $100 to go to Surprise. I'm like, that's 40 miles from here,
and then coming back.
And I gotta come back. So I'm not doing 80 miles for
$100. Yeah, it don't add up.
No.
And like the other day, there was a ride that was going to Santan, and it was like usually I charge about $150 to go to Santan because I'll go to Santan for about $150, go sit at that airport, grab somebody from that airport, take them to North Scottsdale for about $100. So you make about $250 just on like a couple of quick rides, real quick. Not $100. $100 won't get me way over there. It's not enough. Because
I think people fail to realize too, like, oh, can't you just catch a ride over there? And I'm like, what? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, you don't know the market. Nobody might not be riding. Yeah, it's like, shoot, forget that.
Yeah. But like even tonight, I have these great clients, private clients. They live here and they live in Denver. And they leave every Friday and come back every Sunday. And I give them a ride to the airport and I pick them up every week.
See, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's been going on for like 8 months. They'll be gone for the summer, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then tonight they asked me, hey, we want to go up to Kierland to go to dinner at Dominic's Steakhouse. What would you charge us? And I said, you know what, just 40, because that's a hot place to get black SUV rides.
Yep.
So I'll do it for 40 all day because then
I charged my girl 30 and she gave me 60.
Right.
I told her 30 and she gave me 60 because she was so happy that I just said 30.
Yep. No, and that's true. They gave me 50 actually.
Yeah, exactly. They always feel because they know what Uber's going to charge them about 75. And I'm like, $30. I'm like, it's from like, she was on Miller and like McKellips. I'm like, and she want to go to downtown Scottsdale. I'm like, $30. She ended up giving me 60. I was like, there you go.
Exactly.
Like, I appreciate that.
I don't mind undercutting if I know I'm going to be in a hotbed.
Yep.
But if I'm not going to be in a hotbed, I will not undercut.
I stopped doing Fountain Hills. I haven't been out to Fountain Hills in I don't know how long.
Right.
Because when I had the Jeep and the Beamer, I used to go out there and I would end up just stuck. There would be no rides at all. And I'm like, yeah, right. I was like, I'm never coming out here again. Yeah. You'd have to really pay me like $200, $250 to go out there.
I fell for a black SUV ride from Scottsdale to the Four Seasons. That was $110. And I was like, oh, sweet, $110. Now I'm stuck out at the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Right.
And there was nobody trying to come back at that time.
No.
Yeah. So he's like,
yeah.
So it's like a round trip. It's like, damn it.
You're not really getting, because you're like, oh, I'm getting $5 a mile. You're not really, because you got to come all the way back. So
now you're getting like $2 a mile on the end of it. Like, I could have did better than it, just not going at all.
Exactly.
What a lot of people don't realize is that even when I first met you, you hit me up one time in email and was like, Jeff, I got this client I need you to help me with. That's how we first started getting associated with each other. Yeah. You were giving me a lot of your overflow because you were getting even with the Audi, you were getting so backed up. Yeah. And I'm like, this girl, she's got the team player mentality. She's already figured the game out already. And even when you get doubled, like you would get a client and say, okay, Jeff, I charge these $60, $70. Who I'll take them. You'd get another bigger client on the back end and be like, Jeff, do me a favor. Can you take the 60 and out? Because I got a $200. Like, I'll help you out. Whatever.
I remember
you get money.
I remember that day. So I had a private booked for 60 to the airport, easy private from Tempe to the airport, really easy. And then I got hit up by this other client who has a boss that's she's the president of the largest construction company here. And they wanted to book me to take them to Buckeye, but they paid me hourly and it was going to be $750. So I'm like, $750 or 60?
You better call me and be like, Jeff, take this little $60 ride. You better not take that. Oh, I'm gonna try to do 60 real quick and then the 7. No, you end up losing the $750.
No,
but that's why you got a team. And that's why we had you back. You're like, Jeff, I got a big ride coming up. Please take this 60. I'm like, I got it. I said, don't worry about it. I'll go get them. And that's what we do. We give each other that leverage and that reliability. Like, I'm gonna go get them and take care of them. You go make the 750. So your client will still be your client. Don't worry about it. You're like, all right. And then and that's what I knew when we started building packs. And they were like, well, we need drivers. I said, I said, Jamie. That's the first thing I thought, Jamie. And once I introduced you to all the investors and all the people, they was like, we love Jamie. I was like, I told you.
Oh, I love that. And thank you so much. Yep. And, for me, it's like I'm in my 50s. I got sons in college. I'm looking to move to the mountains. I'm like, I am here to make money. Like, that's it. That is my goal for the next 4 years in this town, is to make as much money. And I'll tell you, this town goes off.
Oh, yeah. When you least expect it. You can have $1,000 day on the slowest day of the week and not even realize it.
I did 979 2 days ago.
See, there you go. And I tell people, you hit $1,100 one day. This was maybe 2 months ago.
$1,180.
And I was like, damn, it was a slow day. It was a slow. I'm like, y'all don't know, man. Private clients are where it's at. She knows how to sell her business. She knows how to sell her services. She takes care of people. That's how you get the money. That's
how you do it. Yeah. Yep. And, I think I told you too, one of the, for anybody who's listening, one of the secrets that I love, it's not a secret, I try to tell it to everybody. If you're out, I don't do it at home. If I'm at home, I only run it on black SUV. I don't want all the pings while I'm on the phone and all that shit. But if I'm out, I run it on all tiers. And I decline everything I don't want except black or black SUV. Now you get the surge on top of black SUV. I think I told you on New Year's, I had a $45 ride that went less than a mile.
Yeah. Yep. You was telling me that. I was like, damn.
0.9 miles for $45.
I ended up taking a comfort ride with a 200% surge because I had it on all.
Right, exactly. So I do that all the time.
Yeah,
I do that all the time.
And it's just smart. And there are so many people on YouTube that are scared to decline a ride. I can't decline a ride. I'm gonna get deactivated. I'm like, shit, you won't. It's like you got to know how to do the business.
Is probably 1%.
Yep. And I think I'm at 3-4%.
Yeah, I'm getting hit with black and black SUV consistently. Last Friday, I made $498 in 3 hours.
Damn.
I ran it on all tiers, and I had the 80% or 100% surge, and I just declined. Now, is it annoying? Yes. Is it annoying to sit there and listen to?
Exactly, but it's profitable. It's profitable.
And if
you just got to be willing to fight through it.
If I'm in the right frame of mind, I'll just keep declining all day.
Oh yeah. And that's me. Sometimes if I just let it go, it'll go twice, and then I have to log back in.
Yeah, they'll kick you off.
I'll be wiping the car, and I can hear it going. I don't even look at the shit. I'll look through the window, be like, I ain't worried about that.
And they'll also kick you off if you if you decline 30 rides in a row, it'll kick you off.
No.
Go right back on.
See, I'll decline a few, then I'll just turn the app off and just I'll go into the store, give me some cookies, kick back, wipe the car down. I'll turn it back on in a while. I ain't got time to be listening. That shit's annoying. And knowing it's just trash.
Yeah, that app doesn't know who it's messing with. I'm so stubborn. I'm like, you're gonna turn me off? I'll go right back on. Here I go. Yep. Here I am again.
Exactly. And see, the thing is that I always promote this channel as a money-making channel, but also a growth and development channel. Yes. Because a lot of us started with other cars, and then we grew into what we are now.
Absolutely.
There's so many people who think this content is all black SUV content. I got orange cars outside. No. And it's like, this ain't a black SUV channel. We all grew into something to generate a business. Like, I can do black SUV business, or I can just drive my Beamer all day. You want to build this as a business. When you want to expand, get the equipment. If you don't, then stay cool where you at. And
my brother is a good story for that. You met him at the PAX meeting, but so my brother is a web developer and a coder. And when he's slow, he just kind of sits around. He's like, I'm so bored. I said, why don't you drive Lyft? So this was in September. I said, why don't you drive Lyft? And he said, well, what do you mean? All I have is a Nissan Sentra. I said, get your ass out there and start driving and see what you can do. The boy makes $4,500 a month in a Nissan Sentra driving around Tempe.
There you go.
Part-time when he's not contracting or building his websites and things. So now, guess what? He's buying a Tesla Model S.
There you upgrade.
He's leveling up.
upgrading. And see, that's the thing. A lot of people come to this channel and they are so defeated, thinking it's not possible. That's why I'm glad you here. Jamil, he started with a Jaguar. All of us started with regular cars and we just grinded it out. We knew how to do it. We weren't pigeons. We knew what pings to take, what pings not to take, and we generated a ton of profits in a short amount of time. And so many people come to, no, you can't do that and make money. You guys are wasting time. You're sitting there for an hour. It's like the way that you've been driving, taking every ping, you're still where you are last year. You in the same place you were last. We don't take every ping and we just keep elevating.
Right. And I'm so proud of him because he has basically now built a business and is able to buy a Tesla for cash, you know, after
driving a Nissan
Sentra and really understanding the market. And I told him, I said, summer's dead. I said, you know, you got to know right now, summer's dead here, and that's okay.
Yep.
You know, but anyway,
get your private clients. When summer's dead, get your private clients.
Exactly.
And that's the time to do things, your other streams of income. Start doing your other streams and worrying about, and it gives you a relaxing time because once fall hits and school hits back, you want to get busy. You're going to have private clients and the apps are going to throw a ton of surge to get drivers back.
That's
use that summertime to relax a little bit, get your bearings back. Because we're a group of drivers that don't have to work 80 hours a week all year. We're a rare group. And it's the whole group is like that. None of us work crazy like that. And people think that it's like it's an anomaly, like I'm an anomaly. No, I'm a part of a group that's exactly like me. We all drive smart, very intelligent. We all drive for profits. And a lot of people hit my videos up. You guys are time wasters. You just sit around doing nothing. It's like, okay, you're driving the same car you didn't have for 4 years. You know, you can't afford repairs and shit. And it's like, we just keep elevating. Because there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it.
Build your business. Vets Ride Service. You can message me in the messages and I'll get you his contact info. He's a good coder. He builds websites. He built me a booking app before we started PAX. He's really good at what he does.
Oh yeah. Like I said, and I met him. He's a very sharp guy. Even as we were talking about PAX and everything, he already was speaking the language, just sitting there. He already speaks code language. So I'm sitting like, damn, this dude, he's a sharp kid. This guy's going. He's like, yeah, and then this and this and this. He knows the back end of everything. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
It's good. And I told you, I'm so grateful to you for this, for getting into PAX. And, you know, I fell into this accidentally. I had an Audi Q7 just as my family car. And when my kids got into high school, you know, that's
what it is.
Yeah. And no, Greg, Lyft did not profit in any of my trips I do. Because I'll tell you why, because when I'm on the surge, I'm getting more than they pay. The rider pays.
Yeah, exactly. Because the router paid 38 and you're getting 45. They keep adding. You see that plus all down legs. Like they'll minus out for insurance and they'll plus back $11, plus back $12. It's like, damn, you're killing them.
I'm texting my brother all the time. I'm like, I'm laughing so hard. I'm like, holy shit, they lost money on me tonight.
Oh yeah.
Like,
you be sitting at 156%.
I will do it again.
Be eating them alive. Yeah, exactly. Now I think Vet Rides, he wants to know if you got contact information. Now, is it your YouTube or email or what do you got?
Yeah, we can do you want me to put in my email in the chat?
Yeah. Stick it in. I can type it. Are you even on the chat right now? Oh, you are. Am. All right, cool. So then you'll get the email address, and that way you got a direct way to contact. You can email and say, hey, this is what I want to do.
There you go.
Did
it come up?
Well, let me copy it out of here. All right, I'll see it right here. Oh, I like that email address. Oh, yeah. I forgot.
That's my LLC.
You got them personal plates. All right, there you go right there, James. It's about to pop up in a second. Bam. Just Jamie's email, rideblack@gmail.com. She got that big black truck coming down the street like a semi. That grill is huge. I'll be like, man, I let them escalate.
Thank you so much for having me on. And I definitely, you know, I am interested in assisting any and everyone, leveling up your game. You know, hospitality, first impressions, marketing, you know, mindset, all of that. Like you got to get out there and you got to believe in your own product. You got to believe in your own service. You have to, if they say no, so what?
Yep. Keep going through it. Because you're gonna get a lot of no's, but those 2 yeses are gonna take care of you for the week. You be like, damn.
Yes. I'll tell you two quick stories. So One of my best private clients who I've probably made in the last year over $5,000 from was a $14 0.8 mile ride, black SUV over by Global Ambassador. It was a couple, $14 ride, less than a mile from Global Ambassador to their house. I have made $5,000 from them.
Damn.
So
$5 G's of a $14 ride.
Yes. So what I'm saying is when you know there's you can tell when they're interested, you can tell when you know you have the right audience, and that's when you strike.
Yep. You got to read the room,
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you're really good at it. Yep. Because the other night I took the guys that own the tree company that was at the benefit. They own the tree company.
Okay.
They said you took them there.
Oh.
So they got me on the PAX app because I was sitting by the thing and they looked on the PAX app and got me, and I pulled up and they were like, yeah, man, we were looking for Jamie, but she wasn't online yet. She brought us here. And the guy they was one of the owners of the company that did all of the trees inside of the event. Because the truck drivers out.
Was it Ben?
Ben. Oh, why does that sound familiar?
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
I missed a ping because I was taken. Oh.
Let me see. Let me look. I can look and see who it was because I definitely know. I can look and see exactly who it was. Hold up for a second. Let me go see. It was in my ride history. What night was that? Was that March the 1st?
That was Saturday. Yeah, March.
Yep. Ben. Yep, it was Ben. That was Ben. Yeah. You took him. And he's the guy who owned he was like, man, we were looking for Jamie, but you know, she wasn't online or something like this. So we got
on a ride.
Yeah. So we got you or whatever. I said, I'll tell her about you. Don't worry. So I gave him my card. I said, well, this is my number here. I said, hit me up and text me or whatever. I said, now I'll get you her number and all of that. And his wife was like, yeah, we loved her. She was amazing. He was like, oh, yeah. And so they remembered you and everything. And you must have made a really good impression. Yeah.
So funny. So that night when we were offering to take, I know I saw your video when you said you got stiffed. That sucks.
People, so man, they assholes.
So we're all standing outside the event and people are starting to come out. And there was a couple that was fighting. And all of us were like, oh shit. Like, don't look over there. Like, nobody wanted the fighting couple, right? Like, oh no. Because she was really hammered.
Oh, hell.
She was really hammered. She was yelling at him. And so he comes up to Jamil and he's like, oh, how much will it be to Old Town? And Jamil said $80. And then he kind of walked away like he wasn't interested. Yeah. And then he comes back to me and he says, okay, we'll do it. And I said, let's go. So I get them in my car. She passes out in the back. They're arguing. And then he's arguing with no one because she's passed out.
Yeah.
And then we get to their destination. They gave me 180.
Damn.
Yeah. He went from not interested to 180. And
that's a complete 180. That's a complete 180, actually. Yeah.
He was so annoyed with her. And we had such a nice conversation.
He was like
probably like grateful to have like a
sane person talk. Yeah, it's like, here, please take the 180. I appreciate you so
And then the minute she got out of the car, she started yelling at him again. And I was like,
hell. Yeah, she was done. But no, that was a great night, though. I'm glad everybody answered that call and we all showed up and we all showed out. That was it was really fun working with everybody.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
We're a rare group. All right, Miss Jamie, you be easy out there, lady. I appreciated having you on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. Okay.
All right, no problem. All right, I'll see you later. All right, bye. My man, Jamil. Man, I gotta hold up for a second, Jamil. Let me. I'm gonna copy this and bring Jamil on next. Hold up for a second. I don't think Siobhan's out there anywhere, but we're gonna bring Jamil on real quick so Jamil could tell his part of the story because I know he's like, man, I was cussing people out. I thought it was raining out there. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, but no, Jamil, I got it down there. So if you can get on or something like that, man. So you can tell your part of the story. But yeah, man, it was a fun night. A lot of people made a lot. And we got to keep 100% of whatever tips we got. We were selling rides, getting tips, doing whatever we want to do. And that was in addition to the 500 guaranteed. We just had to be the shuttle for $500. If you was, and I ended up getting like $85 in tips. That's all I got all night was $85 in tips. Plus I did a couple of rides. I got a $40 ride. Then I got the $26 ride. So I made a little over about $140 maybe. About $140 I made. $150 I made probably. And then I got the $500. So it was like a $650 night. And it was the easiest night. Super easy night. What up, Jamil, my man?
What up, brother? How you guys doing? The 300?
Man, the 300 is doing all right, brother. Doing all right. You out working today? You got the hat on and everything, man.
I just finished doing a private.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, and you know what? The private was supposed to be only $100.
Yeah.
100, right?
Yeah. What'd you get? 103? $200.
Can you believe that?
You owe me 200 because I scooped up some cat litter one day, and you said I'll give you 200 bucks if you scoop up my cat litter. Your cat in the background, like he's lying.
He's lying. You're a liar.
Hell yeah. Well, Myron's over there lapping some valves. He's probably rebuilding heads and head gaskets and shit. He's over there lapping valves right now. Man, this is how you lap valves. You put a little wooden tool in your hand and you put the compound on it and you just keep doing like this with the valves.
Like this?
Yep. You keep doing this and it reseats the valve back into the heads, man. To me, it's relaxing. I love it, man. I love lapping valves. I'll be sitting there all day. Like, man, Myron's having fun.
But mine is a pen. You see this? I do this all day long.
Mine is a pen. Mine is a pen. Exactly. That's funny shit. Man, no, but yeah.
Well, I've been trying to get a hold of Siobhan, but I think she's on the ride right now. So
okay.
So if I can get,
well, I texted her earlier and she said that she was down. Because I just want people to hear about the women from the 300, man. Because there's a lot of us guys and people hear about how we're doing it. They don't realize how great the girls are doing it, and they're doing the exact same things we're doing. And we're showing people you don't need the apps, you don't need Uber, you don't need Lyft. Get you a team, get you some support. Because Jamie was stuck with a $60 client, and then she had a $750 offer. So she hit me. She said, Jeff, I got a big ride, and I can't do this. I said, I'll do the 60. Go get the money. Don't beat yourself.
Yeah, I did the same thing for her. I did the same thing for her with a lady that she wanted to do a ride at Paradise Valley. It was actually $60 too.
Yeah,
that's funny that you say 60. I call her Miss 60. $60 for everything. 60. There's other people that I know that I always tell them, oh, you're $40.
On the app, we'll probably get $35, $40. So 60 is fair. It's fair to be.
Yeah,
and they be short rides. They don't even be long. These rides be short as hell. It was somebody from right above the airport to the airport, $60. It was right up like the 51. And I was like, $60. I was like, cool. She's easy, man.
$60.
She's a lot of easy clients, man. $60. And these rides be paying like probably 20. And she'd be like $60. They pay us $20. She'd be like $60. I'm like, cool. Shit, that's an extra fucking $40. It's like she
and you know, just again, one more time, you always tell everybody, riders want to pay us.
Yeah, they want to, man.
Listen, it was a $100 trip. $100. He comes up, he says, nope. You waited for me too long. Here's 200.
Damn, man, that's good right there. That's called respect and consideration. And yet we got these cheap ass people on the Uber and Lyft apps. We wait for them for 10 minutes, get an extra $1.19 for waiting for 10 damn minutes. We get an extra $1.19, and then they don't even tip us on top of that. That's why I can't do them. Like Hassan said, Uber and Lyft for scams. They are, because we will sit there. That's why I never wait on all my videos. Y'all see me canceling people after about a minute. I cancel and drive off. If your ass ain't ready, I'm out. Because my private clients will be like, Jeff, man, I'm sorry to keep you waiting, man. Here's the extra 50 just for waiting the extra 5 minutes. Man, you want Uber and Lyft, you can wait for 10 minutes, get $1.19 and no tip. So I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that shit, man. No, you ain't wasting my time like that. They don't pay us enough to waste our time. The app will be like, oh yeah, or they left a $20 tip. The app will steal the $20.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's why I'm like, nope, I don't do that shit for the apps, man. But Hassan said Uber and Lyft for pay poverty wages and are not good for our communities. 100%, brother. Real talk. But man, so yeah. And that's why I wanted to bring you on, because even in the Hum group, a lot of people are not understanding, like, what does it mean to be an elite driver versus a PAX Pro? And I was trying to break it down and explain. I think we understood, but I want to let drivers out there who aren't in the Hum group know what we mean by elite drivers versus professional drivers, the PAX Pro, the PAX Professional.
Yep. Well, the PAX Pro is a group of people that are very professional and well blended and well respected in the industry. Unfortunately, some of them may not have what we consider a luxury car. True. Okay? It's okay. Listen, you don't have to have a black car. You don't have to have a gray car or a purple car or pink for that matter, so you can have Barbie be driving you around. I'll be Ken. But you know what? With David. As long as you have a good car that's gonna take passengers, like we did this past weekend. Fortunately, we have all black service cars, right? We call them black service because that's what we've been embedded to. But those are called elite drivers, an elite class of people. And that's
it's what we're because the immaculate way we keep taking care of the cars. It's just because you got some people who are professional, but like Uber drivers, they may not really take care of their car. They got newspapers in the front seat. They got straw wrappers in the back floorboard and shit. That is not like the professional level that we would do. We want everybody to feel that they're the first person to get in our car today. When they get in, it is, and I've screwed up a few times because I'll pick up somebody and forget to check my back cup holders, and it'll be a fully drank water, like an empty water bottle. And I'm like, that shit hurts my feelings. I'm like, shit, because it makes me look like I don't got it together. It's caught me a couple of times. I'm like, damn it.
That's happened to me several times during the open.
They don't take it. They don't take it.
No, they don't take it. They leave, and then you got to go pick up another person, and then you don't realize that they have a bottle of water left
way
back
in the
there.
back. Yeah, just empty, sitting back there, and they'll be like, somebody left an empty water bottle back here. I'm like, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. And it makes us look like we don't take care of our cars, but we're getting rushed by security, rushed by valet. We're getting rushed through the transaction. We can't just stop, get out, and go in because we got cars piling up behind us, and we got to drive off real quick. We get stuck in traffic. You can't get out at a light and clean it up. So you're hoping and praying everybody took all their shit with them. Then you get to the next location. Oh, yeah, there's like an empty water bottle back there. Like, what? Here's an empty Truly can sitting in the back. Like,
exactly.
With you.
Exactly. So that's what we've actually created. The two levels, and there, the PAX Pro is gonna fit a lot of people. It's gonna sit everybody into line. You can have a Nissan Sentra. You could have a SUV, like a Grand Cherokee that I had. That would qualify there. It's still a nice car, very clean, very luxurious, but it's not something that somebody's gonna pay $200 for a ride, right?
The elite,
the elite, exactly.
Exactly.
So we're trying to make sure that everybody knows that we are gonna get everybody in, but we're right now in the position that we're only doing it by stages and also balancing the calls that are coming in and what we can give to the drivers.
And the reason why we're doing it, because even like today, I had questions today that you and Danny Bond helped me with. And the reason why we're doing it like this is because I would have a question and not a problem. I would say, hey, I see this on the app, blah, blah, blah. And you guys would tell me, well, you can do this and you can upload a pic through this. And it's a conversation where we know that when, other apps have come out, what's happened? People bitch the whole time. They don't know how to just hit support and say, hey, I got a question. This app is trash. It's garbage. It's not even ready yet. I'm paying for this bullshit. And it's like, dude, just talk to support and you'll find out. The tab is right there. Like, I was like, is there any way I can get a picture? He was like, yeah, there's a button right there that says upload photo. Mine says browse photos, not up, because I got an Android. So it's different. And we were looking at something else, and they was like, no, that's actually, we're working on that, Jeff. That'll come out with the next Android update. We're working on that now. So this is why we're not putting everybody on the app right now.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if we would have opened this last week to everybody. Luckily, we did 5 people.
Yeah.
You know, the 5 that we did. We
Yep.
bumped it to 10. We're gonna bump it to 15 to 20.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll catch more of issues. But the bottom line is, you know, can you imagine a programmer getting bombarded for the same exact thing over and over and over?
Oh yeah,
No,
20 of them.
Yeah, and some people, like you said, they're proactive, but they don't know how to pass on that being that proactive. They come out very negative.
Yeah,
They come out.
yeah.
This app doesn't work. The app is not working. The app is not doing what it's supposed
This
to
is
do.
trash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's trash. I'll tell you one thing. We are not copying Uber or Lyft.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
we're not copying the other one that's out there.
Yeah.
We're not.
No.
Okay, we're doing our own individual, separate programming,
And it's taken a while.
and it's
Yeah.
taken a while. And you know, for a group that started what 7 months ago, am I
Yep.
right?
Like 6, 7 months ago. Yep. You're
Yeah,
right.
7 months ago, and we're this far. It's amazing. It's like the
Go
the
from an
event.
idea to an actual app that we're actually using. Like it's a fully insured, fully data-based profiles of, I mean, to go from an idea to actually using an app that's doing exactly what we envisioned. That's crazy. It's crazy.
and everything that you want as a driver.
Mhm.
You right out there. You're the driver. You need something in the app. Which other
finish
apps
the
can come in and say, you give the suggestion, you pass it on to me, I pass it on to Danny, which is a great programmer, by the way, and I talk
In a matter of
it over
hours.
with you. I talk it over with you, and we talk about the perspective around it, and we all agree. You know what? This is a great idea. Let's implement it.
Within a matter
What
of
do we do?
hours from you having a problem, it's fixed. There is no update next week. And it's like within a matter of hours, exactly what you said happens. And there's not a lot of people out there who are actually doing an app that actually is in charge of the app. Even though we don't own the app, we're in charge of ensuring that this app is going to go exactly as intended. That's all it is. We make sure it's going as intended, which means we got to stop what we're doing and fix the problem that somebody put in the bug menu. We'll fix it. Hey man, this is the car's not showing up, because one time what Ed said, the car's not showing up when you were coming to the airport. I didn't know what car you were coming in. I'm like, oh shit, for real? You couldn't see it? No, I couldn't see it. So I remember seeing your picture, so I knew it was you, but it fixed it within a matter of hours. It was done. Android update already ready. It was fixed already. That's how we're doing this app. You guys got to realize we're not only drivers, but we're users of an app on the back end. So we're using it like they're sending me rides. They're using rides as if they're riders, and we're using as drivers, and we're fixing it the whole way.
And you know, I know that everybody's anxious. Everybody wants to get in. They said, I signed up and this. Well, if you remember, I told you guys we're gonna get 100 people first to get the app rolling correctly, and we want 100 people. That means we're gonna have enough work for 100 people.
Yep.
If it becomes too much, then we after the balance is not there, we'll add more people. We're going to be at 250. Then it's going to be 500. There's going to be 1,000. And who knows how many people are going to be on the app.
And Jamie said she's got the most positive compliment for PAX app today. The passenger said it was easy to use and a great idea.
See?
I'm telling you, man.
And you know,
man.
And going back at the girls that we have working for us, working with us, our team that we have, these ladies are the greatest salespeople you'll ever meet in the industry.
Very
hospitable. They take care of themselves. They come up and they adjust things for the customers. They make it very comfortable so they want to be used again. It's all about service.
I mean, and Siobhan was rolling up. She was rolling up like, excuse me, do they need a ride? Because I'm ready right now. I mean, very proactive. Siobhan was rolling up, approaching. Jamie did it a couple of times, came out of nowhere around the corner. Skirt, are they ready to go? Do they need a ride? Are they ready? I mean, these girls are like this. They're on
And what
point.
kind of car does Siobhan have?
Expedition, baby, 3.5 liter engine, good
exactly
on
like ours. We have those same things.
gas. So
You
we
know,
can fix it. And
and you
another
know
thing,
who was driving the Expedition? Frank was.
yep, Frank, he had it. Frank was out
And
rolling, so I
he
appreciate
was
Frank for coming out with
he
us.
was rolling and doing the same thing. And he seems to be a quiet guy, but you know what? That quiet guy was killing it. He
Oh
had
yeah,
6
yeah.
people sign up at the
Damn.
event. 6.
And he had the gray Suburban or something like that. He had or whatever. The quiet guy.
Oh, that
Who's that?
one.
Yeah,
One.
Juan. That dude,
This
he
man, just so that you guys know how flexible we are at PAX. This guy speaks very little English, but you tell him once, just once, how to do certain things, he was on it. I didn't have to ever say anything. He was waiting for people that you were sending, that I was sending, filling them in the car, going and getting people in and out.
Because I know he couldn't speak English, but I was so far away from him, and I had this group, and I just pointed at him, and he was like this, and I was like, "Yep." I said, "Go with one." And
exactly.
It was
And
like
guess what?
easy.
You know how much money he made in tips?
How much?
Just guess. $120.
Damn. I made 85.
And just by getting
I
right.
made 85 in tips. It's like, dude don't even speak English, and he made more money than me. Because I knew he couldn't speak English, and I'm like, shit. I had this group with me, but I saw another group coming, and you were standing here, Juan was standing there, so I just pointed at Juan, and you turned around, and you said something, and Juan was like, and it was boom, it was gone.
He was gone.
Like, he was on it. He already knew. No questions asked. He knew what to do, man.
Language is not a barrier when it comes to business. It's how you do business.
You feel your
group.
You
know how you feel the group, how things are being done, and he just accommodated and adjusted.
Man,
that's the amazing part.
And
he has a gray Suburban, right?
Yep.
It's not black, but it's a gray one.
And he was handling that shit professionally. Everybody was loving it, though. They was loving it because, like I said, he was dressed professionally. He had his hair back and everything. He had the outfit on with the vest and that. Man, dude, he was straight. He was straight.
I gotta say, Frank knocked me out. He came in with a vest, shirt, tie, everything. I
looked like he was going to a wedding.
Yeah.
I was like,
are we taking you? Are you getting married today? That's what I was saying.
Frank was dressed up. No, but see, and everybody knows I just dropped a video about 2 weeks ago with some girls getting in my car talking about their female Uber driver and how their female Uber driver dropped them out in the alleyway and was cussing them out and telling them get out the car and everything. That's what people expect from women. They expect this real bitter bickery. Get out of my car. You're not tipping me up. But yet the women that we roll with, they assimilate with the business. They know how to do business. They know how to do customer service. They can talk to men. They can talk to women. They can talk to senior citizens. They can talk to teens. These women are like elites. And that's why when we started building packs, we were looking for people who wouldn't be gripey and bitchy about even the smallest thing. Learn how to turn a problem into money. Just like Jamie said on here, when that drunk couple was arguing and fighting and this and that, she turned the no into $180.
I remember that couple. They were going in, and I looked around and I said $80 to the guy. And he walked away and he kind of shook his head, and then I pointed towards Jamie. And Jamie took him. Yeah. And I said, "Oh my God, poor girl." That's all I said. Because I saw that one lady bickering. That's all she was doing, is bickering. Yeah. And I said, "Oh," and you know what? Turned out to be $180 in her pocket.
That's
Thank
why
goodness.
We got people who are willing to work through problems, and that's what we wanted. Me and Jamil, we talked about this before PAX even came along about building a team, and then I had Jamie. I brought Jamie into the fray, and I was like, "Well, let me introduce you to Jamil." So I introduced her to Jamil, and next thing you know, we just started just like mushrooming from there.
We met in Tempe. We met in Tempe. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but it was a restaurant.
Three Kings or something like that. It was a bar, Louis, or Three Kings. I think it was Three
Louis
Kings.
King or something like that.
Three Kings. You met at Three Kings. Yep.
Yeah. So we went there. We sat down. We talked about what we were gonna do with overflows, and we counted to have a team started. We emulated a team right then and there.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, it just came out. It came to fruition. And this was before we even met the people from PAX. We hadn't met Danny Bunn. We hadn't met anybody yet. But Danny Bunn and all those guys had already seen us on the podcast. They seen me on the podcast. They seen Jamil on the podcast. They approached Jamil at the airport. It was Jamil, we got to get you and Jeff on this thing, man. It's a new app. We got an idea. We have a great idea. We don't have the money for it. We don't have anything. We just have an idea. Can you guys sit down with us? I was super busy, so I couldn't sit down. So about 2 months passed. Jamil was like, Jeff, are you going to sit down with these guys? I'm like, dude, I'm trying to. I got 2 transmissions to rebuild. Every time Daniel hit me up, I'm like, dude, I'm right in the middle of rebuilding another transmission. Let me talk to you like next week or something like that. I was just really busy. Finally, I was done with all the transmissions and I met up with them, and the rest is history. The rest is history. The investors saw it. Everybody saw it. It was like, hey, these guys are serious, man. They really serious about getting off Uber and Lyft, not dealing with them pigeon rides, not dealing with apps that are eliminating the community. Let's get these guys some money.
You know how many Ubers or Lyft rides I took last week?
How many?
2.
I don't think I took any last week.
I probably
2. Took one. I don't
and
even
you know what? They were black. They were only black, and they were paying well. Yeah, I'm not gonna take anything.
Take a black rat.
I am not gonna take anything under $60.
Yep.
I tell that. I'll tell you that up front, and that's why I only had 2. Because they're all coming out at $25, $27, $32. You know,
yeah.
And you know, in the way that Jamie also said, we got to take these smaller rides because in some cases they're going to give you the money down the line.
$14 ride. She took a $14 ride and she's done made 5 G's. Off a $14 ride, she's made 5 G. This is what a lot of people do. They just get a quick ride on the app because that's all they know is the app. The apps don't tell them, hey, there aren't independent drivers in your area. The app never says that. The app says, keep using us, because we're going to fleece the hell out of you and half-ass pay the driver. Keep using us. Then
so if you're a go-getter like Jeff, like Jamie, like Siobhan, like Jeff, Frank, Luke, everybody, these guys will talk during the drive and also feel the cabin. You feel the cabin. Are these people talkative? Are they going to want to make sure you interview them? Everybody's an interview in your car. And at that point, you say, hey, listen, if you need me to take you back to the airport, I'm here and I'm available. I take Visa, MasterCard, American Express. But yet, we also have PAX. You can put it in and you can schedule us. You can go ahead and have it build, and no matter what, it's all legit at this point. It's there's no transparency. We don't try to scam people. You even said it. We went in there. Math was, this is what the ride costs. This is what as a driver you're getting, and this is your tip. Total amount in your bank account is XYZ.
That's it. And that's why even when I tell people from the get-go, if you use PAX is going to pay you more than Uber and Lyft. And then on top of that, you still got your private clients that you're dealing with. So instead of wasting your time with Uber and Lyft, you're building an app that's going to pay you more than Uber and Lyft if you can get people to that app. In the meantime, you've got private rides. So you've got privates and you're building privates on PAX. So it's like
you're building your own privates in PAX. So you're going to have privates on privates.
Yep.
To the point that you can balance it out. You say, well, this one pays me more. I'll pass this one on to Jeff.
Yeah.
I'll pass it on to Luke.
Because my privates that are just my privates, I have to have commercial insurance for them. But PAX covers all your commercial insurance when you do them on PAX. That's why people say, well, I ain't got commercial insurance for privates. That's where PAX come in. Because it's the only app that you can put your privates on. Your private can schedule you specifically all through the app. So your whole day is scheduled out. You got commercial insurance, you've got marketing, you've got distribution. Because when we're doing things like these live streams, and when PAX is out doing big events like PAX, like the big event we just did, people can go through the app and see you, even though you're not even at the event. They go, wait a minute, here's Jeff, here's a guy right here with a Tahoe. Man, I love that Tahoe. That Tahoe looks clean. Let me select him. And you'd be like, somebody hit me up for a Tahoe ride. Who was that?
That was Ashraf.
Yeah,
and he had a Tahoe. The people were hitting him right then and there.
Exactly, because it's like, dude, it's a clean Tahoe. It's got high country brown leather, like football brown leather seats and everything. And people are like, ooh, that's the one I want to use right there. And we're out marketing. So anybody on the PAX app, it's not just random pings coming through. People are going through like a buffet. It's like a driver buffet. And they're going, I don't want that. I don't want that. Ooh, let me try that. I like this truck here. Let's use that guy one time and see how it's like. Same thing when the guys were looking for Jamie. Jamie was on a ride. They end up pinging me. So it was like, and we even know the people.
Ashraf was the other guy that ended up getting a $200 ride at the end.
Tell that story. Tell that story. Tell the Ashraf story.
Basically, it started with a ride back to the parking lot. From the parking lot, the guy asked to take him to a hotel in downtown Scottsdale. Then that whole deal at the downtown hotel, which is the W, somebody needed a ride to go to 16th Street. He ended up with those 3 rides, $200.
3 quick rides. These are not long.
3
like
quick rides.
These are quick. These are all like quick hop rides. The streets, we're on the street side. We're not in the avenues. We're on the street side. So 16th Street is a straight drop down. You hit the 202. You're sitting right there like, damn, that was quick. These are 3 quick rides, $200. It must have took this man probably about, I would say, 45 minutes, 45 minutes maybe.
He actually wanted to go back to the event, and I said, well, they're probably all gone by now.
It was too late now. Yeah, it was too late at that because it was wrapping up. And that was the time when I got screwed out of the $75 with them goddamn
unbelievable.
Idiots played me, man. Them idiots played me for $75. Uh-oh, Jamil's phone dropped. What happened, man? Your camera disappeared. I can still see his microphone there. There you go.
Yeah, you know what? I just am getting a call from Siobhan. Okay. Can you hold on a second and then I'll try to bring her on?
I want to get on the live. Yep.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Go ahead and continue.
Okay. So in the meantime, we're going to kick Jamil. We're going to remove Jamil from the stage that way. Now, Siobhan, she's one of the other drivers that were down there. She's new to the group. Siobhan just met all of us within the past month and a half, I would say. So she's kind of new to the 300, don't quite understand what we're doing, but she just fit in like clockwork. She came in, she understood the assignment. Not a greedy girl, not sitting around like, oh no, I got to keep all the rides to myself. I got to do all this to myself. She was never like that. She came in like, hey, how can I help? And how can I help you guys? Like, what's going on? She's not even on the podcast. She's someone who's not on the podcast. She just got that energy, that 300 energy already. So when she got pulled in, we all met her at the one of the meetups and everything. She actually helped generate some of our PAX cards, like wherever mine is. I don't even know where mine is, but she helped generate some of those cards with the card machine they had and everything. So she was already in. She was already like, I'm willing to give up some of my time today to help you guys out to get this thing off the ground and running. A lot of what we do is kind of like how we do the podcast. It's a lot of volunteer time. It's a lot of free time that we're doing when we could be out driving, making money. But instead we're like, let's plant the seed and see if we can get fruit out of this tree that's about to blossom right now. This is all brand new. It's all brand new. So once this thing really gets off the ground and going and people start seeing the schedules hitting, people start seeing, man, y'all gonna be like, dude, why didn't we get on this shit earlier? Because a lot of people we've heard, and I even told the investors in the group one time in a meeting, Jamil was there. I said, drivers of Uber and Lyft have heard everything under the sun when it comes to new apps coming out. We've heard everything. We've seen gimmicks. We heard it's going to be cryptocurrency involved. You know, you're going to get paid in crypto, and we've heard everything with every app. So you have to keep it 100. And you can even ask Jamil when he's online. When I sit in meetings with all the investors, I always say, I'm on the side of the driver. You can ask them. Because you got people pushing for this and pushing for that and pushing for this. I always slow people down and I'll say, well, from the driver's standpoint, I always say that. Well, how come we don't get paid for this? How are we going to get paid for this? Are we going to start getting cancellation fees if somebody cancels for it? Because we already booked that time out. If we book that time out and I don't do no private rides because this person, all of a sudden they cancel, can I get paid for that? I'm always coming from the driver's standpoint. And sometimes the investors are kind of like, Jeff, you're a little abrupt with that, man. You're a little rugged with that, man. It's like, hey, I gotta be because I'm from the driver's standpoint. What's good, brother? What's good?
Okay, I just talked to Siobhan. She's putting her kids to bed right now. She was doing some homework with them. She will come back. She'll come to the live stream. If you're still on, she'll text you on the bottom and say, I'm here.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was telling them how we sit in the investors meeting sometimes, And like we're pushing and pushing for stuff, but I'm always on the side of the driver, and I'm always going, well, what about the drivers? Do we get paid for cancels? Do we get paid for this? Can we get? Because I always say drivers have seen it all. We've seen it all new apps trying to come out, promising this, saying this, and it never does anything. It just falls flat.
Well,
So
you know, like
flat.
you said earlier, I think it was yesterday or whatever. You are a podcaster. You are a YouTuber. You are the advertising voice, but you are also a driver, and you see it from every angle possible.
Every day. Yep.
Every single day. I'm also a driver, but I'm in the operations side. Okay, and that's a different story altogether.
That's the balance. That's the balance.
That's a balance that you have to have. You have to make sure that everybody eats, everybody's happy, and everybody's going towards the same goal.
Exactly.
And the idea here is my job is going to be to bring everybody in the same goal and go forward. And yet, if we have any issues, they need to be brought up. Okay, they don't. The last thing I need is gossiping. Okay, the last thing you need is gossiping.
You just
where
throw it
people
out on the
talking
table,
behind your back. If you have a problem,
to build something.
Right, you have a problem. You need something. Come to me, and then we'll discuss it. And then I'll see fit that it gets fixed if there's a major issue that's really hindering the application and the driver's performance.
Exactly. And now a lot of people don't realize, like, the reason why we need the balance is because the investors are investing. This is not a nonprofit. It's not a charity. So they're going to want something out of it. They're giving us the budget. They're giving us the money, and we're building an app that's going to pay drivers more. People see that we charge people more because we're getting 65%. So we charge people more. I'm doing 2-mile rides, getting $26 off of 2-mile rides. So we're charging people more. But realize when we tell people 80 and they pay us, 180, we tell people 75, they give us 175. People want to pay us. There are a certain level of clientele we're looking for on packs that might not be Uber and Lyft. We're not looking for the cheap ass person, looking for the cheapest ride to get to the club. We're not looking for those people. We're looking for people who appreciate professional service, appreciate the cleanliness of a car, a safe driver that they get to know back and forth with. We're looking for a completely different clientele. So our price structure is a little higher. But when you go to Mercedes, you go to Ferrari, you go to Rolls Royce, you're not buying a fucking Nissan, a Toyota, and a Honda. Going to a little upscale place where people trust the royalty of what they're buying. When you get with Pax, you're buying royalty for a little while. You're going to get in. My clients, she gets vodka and Diet Coke every time she rides with me. She rides, I show up, I got Diet Cokes in my fridge. I don't even drink fucking Diet Coke. I got 7 Diet Cokes in my fridge because when she calls, I make sure I got Diet Coke and I got vodka for it in the car.
What is that called? What is that called? That's called service.
Yeah, Uber and Lyft ain't bringing you exactly what you want. When she says, Jeff, I need a ride from this and that, no questions. And she was like, can I take the red Solo cups with me? Even her friends was like, can we take the red? I'm like, the red Solo cups are yours. I get the ice. The first thing I do is I go down the street. I go on my way to get to her. I go down the street. I get crushed ice. I put crushed ice in every red Solo cup. I show up. I pour each one of them. As they sit there, I pour each one of them vodka. I give them all Diet Cokes. They can pour their own Diet Coke as their mix. That service, we don't even drive yet till their mixture is made. When their drink is made, then I start driving. And they sitting there like, damn, this is like top tier service. Well, you give me $100 for 7 miles. Shit, you're giving me $100 for 7 miles. This is the kind of service you get. We're looking for a different level of client. I'm not looking to take nobody to the fucking laundromat with a ton of dirty ass clothes. That's not what I'm trying to do with my night. When I pick my people up Sunday, when I go to pick up my people from the airport, I'm like, well, what kind of alcohol do you drink? Anything that's got alcohol in it. Perfect. Because I got tons of alcohol. I don't drink. I go to the store and buy all this alcohol for my people. This is what they drink. I bring them wine. I bring them vodka. I got Jack Daniels in there. I got Patron. I got whatever they drink. You tell me what you drink. That shit will be in the car with crushed ice, a red Solo cup, and whatever you need to chase it down with. That's how we drive. My people love that shit. They're like, man, I could do this. Hey, man, here's 80. Shit, I know you said 45, man. Here's 80. So they're covering all the alcohol I'm ever going to buy. People wonder how my bank account looks the way it looks because the shit I'm telling you right now is the shit I do. Y'all seen my pictures. Y'all seen the Moscato and the white Zen and my holders in the back. You see I'm buying it. I don't drink that shit.
And by the way, I want to notate something here that somebody brought up. You don't have to wear a tie. Listen, I want to make sure that you don't think that I'm managing people. I'm telling you right now, you wore, when we did the presidential, okay? Luke wore a tie because he wanted to.
Yep.
I wore a tie because I wanted to.
Exactly.
And you came in a suit because you wanted to.
And not everybody wears a suit, but we don't force everybody to wear a suit. If you want to wear a suit and you got the suit, we don't force you to go out and spend $200 or $300 to buy a suit. We would never do that to someone.
What happened? What happens at that time? You elevated your
You walk in with a suit on. They see you with a suit on and it's fitting right and you got it tailored right.
And what happened afterwards? Everybody got paid. Yep, and not only that, but everybody got a tip. Why was that? Because you leveled up.
Yep, exactly.
I have a person by the name of Kevin in the parking lot at the airport. His name is Kevin, but I call him Kevin the stock guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And because he loves to deal with stocks.
Yeah.
I went and bought him shirts and jackets. Honestly, I did that. I did that on my own. I didn't want him to spend a dime. I did it on my own. You know what he told me the other day? He says, Jamil, I wanted to thank you very much because I used to wear a shirt and a t-shirt and then long sleeve shirts underneath. And my shirts were always out. And when you told me to elevate my service, my look and all of that it would help him out. Guess what he told me? And we can bring him someday into the chat so we can talk about this. He says he now gets tips every single time, which he never did before.
He's putting in the effort. Yep. When you put in the effort, that's what happens.
And it's not about wearing a tie. It's wearing a nice dress shirt. A lady told him, I says, are you going to church today? Because it was a Sunday morning run. And he had a nice dress shirt. He goes, no. This is what I used to work.
This is how I dress. Yep. And I swear, even when I was taking the girls the other night, and her friends, I'll take my client all the time, but her friends have never had a private driver. So when I pull up, I'm getting up, I get out to get their door open. It was like, wow. It's like, okay, you're dressed like you're going out with us tonight. That's what it feels like, because they're used to somebody getting out with sweats on, with damn Nikes falling apart, and a shirt with mustard stains on front. That's what they're used to.
Carousel number 5
does that.
Carousel number 5. Okay.
Yeah.
What did you do? You gave them the service, and how did you come in to the airport to meet these people? You had another suit and a white shirt.
Yep. Well, it was like a light purple shirt, really light purple.
On
the inside, it's kind of white. On the inside, it's really light, like white almost. The outside is like more like lavender purple. The inside is like whitish.
Okay,
that's what it looked like.
What did you do? You every single time you pick up your doctor, you are always elevated.
Man, when I walked in that airport, I had my fit on and everything, and I'm walking up to the carousel. Everybody's looking at this like, who are these people? So important. They get some guy dressed all nice and everything to come in to get their luggage for them. Like, who are these people? And it's like everybody else is just, looking like they got coats on, jackets, goddamn sweats and shit. And it's like I walk in, I'm like, hey, Miss Claudia, what's up? Get that. What up, little Justin? I grab everything, and they're like, everybody's looking like, damn, who is this lady? Is she that important where she get like service like that? But when people are paying you $220, you got to give them a little service. Like, hey, it's $220. And that's the difference. Everything.
Hey, listen, we can all wear Hawaiian shirts, shorts, and flip flops. That's great. You can do that in Uber and Lyft or the other company out there.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing: it doesn't qualify as for us because
once somebody goes private, it's hard to get them to go back to Uber or Lyft.
And not only that, but the level of clientele that we're getting. When we say PAX Pro, these are people that are above the comfort level on Uber, if you will, or it's like Black in Lyft. it
Yeah.
pays the same
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah.
If not, we pay even better.
Yep. Because when I
Right?
show up to a nightclub where I show up to pick up somebody and they already know I'm the type to get out the car, to open the doors and everything, they want to show me off. Just like my one client, she was like, she said, I hope you don't mind, but I'm stingy with you. I don't tell nobody. Said, I don't want to give my driver up. I want you to always be available. I said, no, it's cool. I said, if somebody books with me that's one of your friends and then you have to call them and book me, I said, I got a team. I can come pick you up. I said, don't worry about your friends. Say, even if you share me with your friends, if you say, if I'm picking your buddies up and then you call, I'll just pass them off to somebody else. I got a whole team of people and say, don't worry. She says, no, I'm just stingy with you. She says, your service. I'm like, hey, you ain't got to be stingy, lady. You ain't got to be stingy. And that's how they get. They start getting treated so different, like royalty. They start getting treated so good. They don't want to go back to Uber and Lyft and just be another number. Get in, get out, tip me if you want to. They don't want to deal with that no more. They're going to have a full-blown conversation. They want to enjoy the ride, select their music, tap into Spotify. That's what they want now because they've been introduced to another level. It's like sitting first class in a plane and then having to go back to coach. It's going to be way different. You can like, I'm getting coach,
well said. Well said. Well said.
I'm getting
that is well said. That is well said. You know, and we've actually improved on the app, on the payment part. Right now, it's taking a couple days to get you cashed out. But the one thing that it does happen when before you close the deal, right? Before you send out that you've already arrived and you're ready to close the deal, it'll pop up 20%, 25%, 30%. Tell me which other app out there even recommends a 30%.
And it's big as day on the screen. You cannot hide that tipping screen. It is right in their face. If they don't tip you on Pax, they're purposely trying not to, because it is the tip on every other app. The tip's at the very bottom, a small little line, and they'll remind them in 2 days when you're not even around the driver no more. That way, when the person tips you in 2 days, you don't even know you got a tip. The app just steals it because you ain't with them no more. You be like, damn. Right. 2 days later, it's like, would you like to tip your last driver? You go, oh shit, sure.
Do you even remember what they look like?
Lyft ain't giving us that money. We ain't even around them people. It's been 2 days. We ain't asked Lyft. They gonna keep that shit. It's like, no. So Pax puts it right in their face. So while they're sitting right next to you, tip. As big as daylight. Need no reminder. It's the only thing they see on the screen. Tip. All this shit right. Thumbs up, tip, man. These apps think they slick because people get out the car and forget. Next thing you know, they eat dinner, and after dinner, would you like to tip your last driver? Oh, shoot, we forgot to tip Jeff. Yeah, $15. I get a $1 tip. Like Uber, $1. Like these motherfuckers.
I mean, how do you even put a $1 tip in
it's impossible.
It's impossible.
Thieves. They're thieves. They're doing that shit for a computer algorithm to say, oh, this person got tipped. Sure, how much? Yeah, we ain't auditing it. Don't audit that shit, because you audit it, you're gonna see all stolen tips. Just like DoorDash, you're gonna see all stolen tips if you do an audit. It's like, man, you sitting there playing. Nuh-uh. Look at that. Says, Jeff, I call Uber out on stealing my tip. The person on the other phone was from another country, act like she didn't understand me. Exactly. That's how they gonna be. I don't think the person left you a tip. The fuck? I sat and watched them. I got a screenshot of it. Oh, let me put you on hold for a second. Yeah, put me on hold for a second, you thief. It's like, you know I got tipped. Don't play with me.
They always do. I mean, I learned that. I learned that, what, 6 years ago when I started to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the one guy told me, he says to me, I'm going to tip you $20. Did I get a tip for $20?
They got me one time.
And you know what I got at the end of the week? An adjustment. It says adjustment, right?
Yeah.
$12. That's it.
Wow. So they took $8. They took $8 out of that. See, and it's hard to audit their books because they don't have transparent books. The thing about Pax is everything is right on the screen, right in front of you. Whatever the person clicks, that's what pops up. I've witnessed it every single Pax ride I've had. I'm 100% tipped on Pax so far. 100% tipped. Never been.
Not only are you 100% tipped, but it shows what the rider paid.
Yep.
How much you're gonna get, and then it adds the tip. So the total amount equals what you got paid plus the tip equals what you get paid, and it gets put into your account.
Exactly. And I know that because when I open my bank account and I look at stuff, I'm like, oh shit, it came through. That's what's up. You don't. It's like Stripe. What PAX is like Stripe. You don't get the cash out immediately because we're still working on that right now. You can't cash out, but in a couple of days, it's gonna just hit your bank account. Exactly what you see on the PAX app hit your bank account. There's no fees to figure out, nothing to calculate to
It's
see
like
if it's the
Square,
right number.
right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's just like Square. It's just like Square. And it's like, that's what you can compare it to, being like Square. When I do a transaction on Square, it hits my account in a couple of days. I'm not hard up for waiting on $23. I'm not hard up waiting for $200. I should already have my bills already paid. I should be running the business enough to where I'm not living check to check and ride to ride. That's pigeon pay. When you get pigeon pay, you're living week to week, day to day. I got to make $180 tomorrow so I can pay my phone bill. I got to make $120 so I can pay, my light bill. You shouldn't be living like that. You should be so far ahead running your business. You've got a reserve sitting somewhere in case you can't drive.
That's because people are doing $16, $12, $11 rides.
Yeah,
and that's the difference.
That's what it.
Between someone that does that and gets paid $35, $40, $50. That's double their pay.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sitting there telling people, man, when you're sitting there running a business, but you putting yourself in an employee's box, thinking you're living check to check, but you're living ride to ride, week to week. Now it's not good. Hey, Siobhan just walked in.
Yep.
What up, Siobhan?
Get her in.
Let's see. Let's bring in Siobhan. So I'm gonna bring Siobhan in, and I'm gonna have to boot you out. But I'll bring you back in.
Good.
Yeah,
No,
the
that's
screen
good.
is super small. Because then the screen gets super small. I can't see shit.
No. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Cool,
Thank you, everybody.
Brother.
Have a good night.
Hey,
and enjoy Siobhan. She's a great lady. Please be nice to her.
I'm telling you, Siobhan's cool. Y'all about to meet Siobhan. I just dropped the link in there. Click that link, and you'll be ready to come in, lady. Come on in, Siobhan. Where you at? All right, Siobhan. Where you at? He says, hell yeah, I see Jeff and his dad on live together. That's funny. That's funny. So Jamil's got that dad hat on. He gonna bust out with a cigar in a second. Yeah. So Siobhan, if you can see that link right there, click that link, and I'll pull you in so you can. Because I had Jamie on earlier. Like I said, the ladies with the that ride with us, we're letting people know exactly who they are and how they are. Because it's time to show y'all that this is not just a guy thing. It's not just a black SUV thing. A lot of people on the channel always and there's new people that come to the channel. Oh, that's because y'all got black SUVs. That's because no. Trust me. And I'm not saying that just to sell content. I'll bring people on that drive with us, and you can ask them anything you want to know. They can tell you their whole story, and you'll be like, damn. So everybody's leveling up. Everybody's out here, starting with a certain car. Yeah, we start with a certain car and we level up from that. All right, y'all, get ready for the woman of the hour. It is 9:15. Siobhan, what's good, lady? What's good? You gotta turn your.
Hello.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Do you hear me doubled? Is it okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right, Siobhan. So, tell everybody a little backstory about you. Who are you?
Well, I'm Siobhan, of course, infamous Siobhan.
She's wild. Now, how long have you been driving like rideshare and stuff like that, though?
I've been driving rideshare for about a year and a half.
Okay, about a year and a half. All right. Now, what did you start rideshare with? What were you driving when you first started?
When I first started, I had a 2020 Tahoe.
2020 Tahoe? Okay,
yeah.
A big V8 gas guzzler.
Yeah.
So how's it feel to drive an Expedition now?
I actually love it. It's so much better on gas. And it actually has more room in the third row than a Tahoe does.
Oh, yeah. Because, people back there, they can let the rear seat recline and everything. They say, dude, your rear seats recline? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
They be like, dude, this is like top luxury. They be sitting there messing with the buttons. The kids be leaning all the way back and everything. I'm like, y'all are nuts. But but it's much better on gas, much better. But what made you want to get an Expedition, though? Because I know I got one. Why'd you give up a Tahoe?
My Tahoe got struck by lightning.
Oh, you told me that. That's right. You had a bad luck Tahoe. And it fried all the electrical. I totally forgot that story. And you was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go.
Electrical. I was so sad.
Oh man, hey, I still got my big Chevy on the side of the house. I don't. It's hard to get rid of a Chevy. I love my big Chevy. It's an Escalade, but I call it the big Chevy. That's what it is. It's the old '05. So now you've been driving. Were you always in Phoenix doing rideshare?
No, I originally started out in Tucson.
Okay. Is that where you're from, Tucson?
No, I'm originally from Missouri.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of crackling a little bit. Yeah, I know it. Jamil said she has the same truck we have. I'm like, yeah, I know it. Yeah, so you started in Tucson, decided to move up to Phoenix, and how do you think the markets are between the two?
The market here is way better than the market in Phoenix.
Yeah,
or in Tucson. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's a bigger city, and mostly a lot of the things in Tucson are around the college.
Yeah.
So I would say it's mostly like college kids and snowbirds there.
Yeah, because I was down there like last week and it was no rides popping up, none at all. I was like, man, it's empty down here. Surge was popping up.
Like the airport down there, like a lot of people would normally start off from the airport and branch out from there. And I would watch people sit at the airport for 3 or 4 hours at a time, just waiting for rides to come in.
That's crazy.
You go to the airport here, they're like back to back.
Yeah. Especially when I do private clients. I was the other night, like I had 2 clients and I was airport. Everything is back to back. People out here love booking private routes for airport. Did those people ever call you? Did they ever call you from the event? You know, those people I picked up, did they ever text you or something?
Yeah. I actually took them home that night.
Yeah, so you got paid well then. Shoot.
Yeah.
What's up. Yeah, because when they were in the car and they said, oh yeah, and I found out what part of town they was in. I said, hey, Siobhan's from that part of town too. And you was like, did you just say my name?
And I was like, what's up my name?
I know exactly. So, hey, you about to make some money, lady. I think I got some people for you over here. So it's pretty good.
I'm okay with that.
You see, there you go. Jamil said, tell her to lower her volume. Well, her volume's not loud. Your phone is loud.
Is my volume loud?
No. I think it's his phone because it sounds about the same as mine. I think. I don't know. See, Captain America picked up Mona and struck Siobhan's Tahoe.
He sure did.
That's funny. So now that you're rocking with the group, now he says, "Oh, no, the echo." Well, I thought the echo was from like a bad Wi-Fi signal or something like that. Because where you live, there's like horrible Wi-Fi out there.
Yeah,
it it's like,
is it echoing?
A little bit. Well, it goes in and out sometimes. Like it'll go in, it'll go out. Well, now it seems like it's processing okay. Because at first it was processing kind of spotty, like you was like glitching. But your sound was coming through, but the picture was glitching. But you're fine. But so how does it feel? Because you just met us like how long ago? About a month or two? How long have you known us?
Month, maybe 2.
Okay. So what do you think about the 300? What do you think about the group? Your real observation.
I love
you guys
it.
are stupid.
I love it. Like everybody's fun, and you guys make me feel like I'm part of a family. And you guys are always so helpful whenever I need advice on anything. Like I know I can just come to any of you guys, and you guys are like, "Hey, Siobhan." Except whenever I'm like lost somewhere and I can't get a hold of anybody, and I'm like, I don't know where to go. I'm the one that's always lost.
You got to use that navigation button, hit home, just navigate to home, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I know where to go now. But see, that's the thing though. And I tell a lot of people that think, rideshare is about competing and fighting with each other all the time. But we decided to do something different. We team up with each other and we don't compete with each other. There's too much money out there to compete with each other. And I think seeing each other be more successful is motivation for us. Some people say, well, if I compete with you, it motivates me. That's a totally different mindset. We say, if I see you succeeding, it's going to inspire me to succeed. That's how we do it over here.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm glad you coming in and you fitting in. And like I was telling people earlier, you don't have that greedy mentality of I want. You just want to help people. And you're like, okay, where do I fit in?
Sure we all get like good things.
Yeah. And I think there's not a lot of drivers out there like that. Because I've met a few drivers out here in Phoenix. When I first got my SUV, people were so shitty. Like SUV drivers are like some of the shit. And I told people that when I first got it, black SUV drivers are some of the shittiest people I know. because they're always competing with each other. Like they want to beat
They
each
are.
other. Like, I make more than you. I make more than you. My truck's better than yours. My truck's better than yours. I don't fuck with a lot of black SUV people. So just the group that we got is really special. And people just need to know that it's hard to find people like you out there. So welcome to the 300. She's like, I'm in. I know it. And like I said, Jamie was the same way. It was so hard to meet girls and even guys that got in and weren't like so competitive. They wanted to see us lose just to feel better. And there's I'm telling you right now, real shit. Jamil even know it. There's drivers out there that we personally know that would want to see us fail just so they feel better. That's how fucked up it is. They want to see us fail so they feel better. And it's people that we actually know. That's sad shit.
I know. It's like, that's why they're always like, how much did you make today? And then they're all salty about it as soon as they find out. And I'm like, because I'm actually out working instead of sitting around. Yeah,
exactly. And it's the people out there, they want to be one up. If I say, yeah, I made 200. Well, I made 300. I made 600. I made 700. It's always weird shit.
I'm like, dang, you made 300. Go you.
Exactly. But like, good luck. That's good for you. Good for you. But they still mad that you made 200 and they know you made 200. They still mad about that because they know they really didn't make 300. They just want to be one up on you. It's fucked up. Mike said, it's not hard to meet girls, Jeff. Oh, yeah. For me, it's hard to meet girls because I don't trust motherfuckers that much. And it's not about
me too. It's so hard for me to meet girls too. Ugh.
See, it's people. I just don't like people. And I've said it on the podcast. I don't like everybody. And I've said it. Everybody who knows my podcast know I don't like people. So if I like you and I'm dealing with you and I'm hanging with you, you're a special person because I don't fuck with nobody. And everybody knows that. It's no secret that I don't mess with
you're
people.
Such a chill, really nice guy. Like you're such a nice guy. So it'd be, I don't know how people like just rub you some type of way that you'd be like, nope, I ain't fucking with you.
Well, most people want to take advantage of me because they think I'm nice. But I've told people a long time ago, I'm not really nice. I'm nice to people. I try to be nice to people. But when you rub me the wrong way, oh, trust me, you're going to wish you never met me. There's a lot of drivers out there that hate me. And Jamil and them, a lot of drivers hate me because they thought I was somebody that I wasn't, that I was this little, laughy, jokey pushover until they realized I was a corporate executive and I don't really give a shit about them. So I smash them. And I'm always nice to people from the get-go because I believe in treating people how they treat you. So I'm nice to people until they turn on me thinking, oh, Jeff's a pushover. Don't try me. It's like, don't try me. Jamil said, Jeff's a nice guy. I'm only nice to people I like. I'm only nice to people I like because people have tried to burn me so many times on weird shit. I mean, loaning people $50 and I never got the $50 back. Weird shit like that. People always burn me. So I don't deal with a lot of people on purpose. So when I do deal with people, trust me, it's special because everybody knows I don't like people. I just don't deal with people like that. I got dogs.
He loves I got 4 dogs. I don't deal with people. I'm telling you,
I can open that door. They'll run in and jump on me like, yeah. I open that door and it's a girl out there. She gonna come in and take my wallet and run the fuck out.
And probably take your dogs.
And my dogs. Oh, I got divorced. My first wife took my dog. She did. She took both of my dogs.
Oh, that's me.
I had 2 Cocker Spaniels. I bought one of them at the Iowa State Fair in like 1994. I bought that dog for $50. I bought him. Moved to Vegas with that dog, met this girl, married this girl. I ended up getting another dog off of Mount Charleston, another cocker. It was 2 Cocker Spaniels. So now I got 2 Cocker Spaniels. She wouldn't divorce me unless I signed the dogs over to her.
That's real that $50 shit. He's talking about, guys.
Yep. Oh, my $50. So now I'm out of 2 dogs and $50. But at least I got out of that marriage, though. That's all I keep saying. I got out of that marriage. That's all I really wanted. Like, fucking take the dog. Just stay away from me. So
it was a blessing.
Now, life moves on. I got 4 dogs and I love them. So shit, that's just the way the world works. Sometimes you got to give up to get. So I give up and I get. I gave up a lot of people in my life, but look at the 300. Look at the group I got. Gave up a lot of people, and now we got a nice solid crew around us that want to see each other win. So it's like, yeah, let's go. Somebody said, does she have the XL Expedition or the regular one? What do you got? The XL? You got the Max? What do you got?
I got the limited.
The limited. See, I got the limited, but it's the Max though. You have the limited.
I just have the regular limited.
Okay. So you just only got maybe 3 inches shorter than mine, maybe? I think yours is about 3 inches shorter.
Do we really gotta bring in the inches?
No. That's why she fits in, y'all. She thinks she's funny. No, she's hilarious. We really got her. Because we're measuring right now. No, I'm just she thinks she's funny. Yeah, okay. She gonna fit in just fine around here because we say some wrong shit sometimes.
Heck yeah, we.
No, but see, that's the thing though. With the space in the back of these expeditions, even me, I have to let my back seats down all the time because even with the extra space I got back there, sometimes it's not even enough. So it's like, man, you think the max means, oh, I'm gonna have so much more space. Sometimes I tell people to scoot a seat over. I'll let the single seat down so I can push all the luggage forward because there's not a lot of space back there as much as you think. Jamil said, fuck, that's funny shit. Serious Black Thought said, she got jokes. That was good. Hey, she's got a TikTok where she goes fishing and stuff like that. Now, what do you do on your TikTok? Because I saw one of the fishing videos.
Oh man, I just fish, but sometimes I'll be fishing and spiders will try to attack me and catch me off guard, and I'll have to like.
Spiders? What?
I will jump in the river to get away from a spider.
No, it's just step on that damn thing, crush it. I know it. That's funny.
No,
shit.
they got more legs than I do. See, my thinking is I'll go to step on the spider and he'll do some like ninja shit and grab me by my leg and flip me over and jump on top of me and be like, "What, bitch?" And I'll be like, "Ah!"
Fucking spiders. She's scared of spiders. That's funny. She says, "Ah!"
It's terrifying. If you find a spider in my car, I will burn this bitch down.
See, I'm like that with snakes, not spiders. I don't like snakes, but spiders, man, I'll step on them things. One time, me and my son, my oldest son, we actually trapped the black widow in the backyard, and we trapped her in a jar, and we kept her in a jar till she had babies. One day we went to the jar. It was so many eggs. And I was like, oh shit. So we threw the jar over the brick wall and it exploded. All these fucking spiders went everywhere. Those would have been in
a bunch of black widows in your house?
Yeah. No, we had like a little jar. We kept it in the front yard, but we put holes in the top. But when we saw all those eggs and shit in there, we let it go. We said, nah, man.
As soon as you threw it over the wall, they could have crawled back.
So it was in the desert. They can live in the desert. It just can't, because living in my yard ain't fucking. I threw that shit over the brick wall. I mean, we threw it far, and it just.
See, my thought would have been flamethrower.
Just hit the flamethrower. You are one of those people. You hate fucking spiders. You said you're a stand-up comedian with that shit. Like, man. See, and that's just, somebody said that's really what happened to the Tahoe. There was a spider in your car and you electrocuted the car. That's what happened to the Tahoe. You fucking blew it up. She told insurance, I got struck by lightning. Yeah, right.
Insurance haggled me about it for like almost 3 months. So eventually I was like, you know what? I actually was like, hey, my Tahoe looks a little lonely. So I invited it in my house and I was like, let me draw you up a nice warm bath. So I put her in a bath and I gave her a toaster.
Electrocute that motherfucker. She said, let me run you a bath. Here's a toaster for your birthday. See, that's how a woman thinks, man. Don't ever take a bath at a woman's house. Be like, I'm gonna take a shower. I ain't taking no fucking bath.
Let me make you some toast while you're in there.
Exactly. You be like, oh, I could use some warm toast at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. You see a toaster flying through the fucking air, headed right for the bathtub. You're like, oh shit, she got
Somebody
me.
wants to know why we picked expeditions over Tahoes or Suburbans. I would say for me, because it has a little bit more room. It was cheaper in value. As overall, like it's cheaper than Chevy because they do hold their value really well. And the gas is like way better. Like it's a V6 with twin turbos instead of a V8.
Yeah. And so with those 2 extra cylinders in the back, what people don't understand is like fuel injectors release so many pounds of fuel per hour. And so when you got 2 extra injectors, those are releasing so many pounds per hour as well. So now instead of just 6, you got 8. Those 2 with those 2 cylinders versus air induction on 6, because you're not releasing a lot of fuel with air induction with 6. straight naturally aspirated V8, you're dumping gas, dumping it. My Escalade probably get about 13, 14 miles a gallon. I get like 24 in this big ass Expedition. It's like, I'd never give up this Expedition now. Never, no. Because I put from the other night, the night that we drove, I filled up at Circle K, talking to Jamil about the fucking dude that played me. I filled up that night. I got in my truck this morning still with 500 miles left till empty. My tank is still full from that night till now. And I've been driving. You just never run out of gas in the Expedition.
Dang, where you got like an extra tank hiding in there somewhere?
I don't know. That shit, Jamil got in it one time. He was like, man, I filled that shit up. It said 577 miles till empty. He's like, I ain't never seen a truck.
It said 500 something miles till empty?
577. Yeah, my truck says 577 miles till empty. When I fill it up, that's how many miles I get until I'm empty. Almost 600 miles per tank. You don't get that in yours?
No. Mine says like sometimes it's like 470 something, but there's been times that I've like filled it up, and has yours ever spit the gas back out?
Yeah, it's done that before. Yep. Like the sensor
I thought
is
you
off.
were still thirsty. I guess not.
Oh yeah, that sensor or something was off. So I was filling it and it just like came out. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, but see the thing is, I think when I got a K&N air filter I put on there. So I got this aftermarket K&N air filter, not a regular air filter. And I think that helps it breathe a lot easier so I don't use a lot of pedal.
Oh, I need to do that to mine. I want to put that airflow, the whole like K&N air filter flow thing in. I want to do that. Just the filter. I want to do the whole thing. Oh
yeah, you want the whole intake, the whole setup of the intake. Now, when you do that, because I did that to the Beamer, man, that Beamer is fast as shit now. That thing.
Did you do that to the Expedition?
Nope, I just did the filter. I left all the plastic hardware in there, all the plastic intakers in there. I just put the air filter in there. That was it.
Do you think if you started it up, it'd be like...
No, you need an exhaust for that. You need an exhaust for that. No.
When I drive mine, does yours go...
Oh yeah, you can hear it going like a diesel. That. It was like a diesel coming out of highway, like.
Oh, that's not what I call mine.
What do you call it? A trash
truck?
Like,
why are you
queefing? She said her truck be queefing. I got the Expedition Max. I got the Expedition Queef. Motherfucker put queef on. No, but then my Jeep sounds like a trash truck. That shit's like because it's got exhaust everything on it. But
I need to hear that. I've never seen the Jeep before.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I have to come pick you up in it one day. Like one of these days we do a big ride. Like we'll probably hit like Scottsdale. Everybody go get chicken fingers. Go get something to drink. I took it to Native Wings one night when all the guys met up at Native. But yeah, that's the big fun drive right there. I think I took King James in it. We had to go drop a car off one day. I took King James and he was like, damn, this thing sounds crazy. I was like, I know. It don't sound like a Jeep. I was like, no, should sound like a race car. That should be like, whoa, and it's a stick shift. So, and my son, he'll be here in town in about a week or 2 weeks. And I'm teaching him how to drive a stick shift in that big ass Jeep. It's going to be fun.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Oh, he's gonna buck the shit out of that thing. Blook, blook, blook. This is gonna be fun. But no, we'll do a ride in it. Because I've been trying to get everybody to do a damn desert run with me. And weather is perfect right now for a daytime desert run where we can go hit some trails, hit the lakes and everything. Because once summer hits, yeah, you ain't going out to that desert. Shit. It's way too hot.
I know Saturday I'm gonna go fishing. Saturday I'm going fishing.
See, always fishing. Where at like Lake Pleasant or something like that? Like,
no, Lake Pleasant is not good for fishing.
I wouldn't know. I think, yeah, I used to fish when I was in Iowa. I had a fishing license and everything. I used to work at the DNR, the Department of Natural Resources. So I would go fishing and everything. Trick, I would put all of the worms and everything on the hook, but if I caught a fish, somebody else would have to take the fish off the hook. I don't like touching fish.
They have gloves.
No, I don't care, man. Fish whip too much for me. I don't like that shit. Like, nope, I'll catch a fish, pull it in. I have the line. Someone else will take it off. They'll get the hook out and everything. It's like, I don't do none of that. No.
Oh, you go fish with me. I'll bait your hook and take your fish off for you.
Bam, let's go. Tomorrow. See, I got a baiter. No, and then when everybody's like, hey, Jeff, we're going to take you hunting with us. Because when they go hunting out there, they actually skin the deer and everything like in the woods, like on the spot.
Yeah, they do.
Like, they're like, yeah, if you kill one, then that's what you got to do. So I never went hunting, ever. And everybody in my family hunts. All of my friends up in Iowa hunt. Everybody in Colorado. Everybody in Montana hunts. I'm the only one that won't do it because I'm not skinning no deer, man. No, hell no.
Yeah, you do it right there so you can leave all the stuff for nature to take its course and other animals to be able to eat.
Shit, I ain't killing nothing. I'm just out there just observing. And we all had, like, all of us had Cocker Spaniels, Springer Spaniels. We all had all the dogs for hunting, bird dogs. And the bird dogs train each other. So we don't have to train them. They just train each other. I don't kill none of that shit. I just watch. I'll go fishing, but I ain't killing nothing. It's like, nah, man, I'm cool. Nope. Because if I kill it, I gotta fucking skin it. I gotta pick the feathers off. And man, I ain't doing all that. Hell no.
I did that. I hit a turkey once, like a big ass turkey. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this home and I'm gonna take all the feathers out and plug it. I'm gonna eat it. And I sure did.
You did not take home some roadkill.
I did. He was a huge turkey.
We got.
I couldn't leave him there.
No, that's fucked up. Well, you're right. You're right. But shit, big. That happened one time. I was in St. Louis, so I'm going down Kirkwood Road, and it was a deer coming this way, or a car coming this way, and it hit a deer, and the deer did a helicopter, and it landed right in front of my truck, and the deer was still alive. A dude jumped out the car, ran, and he slit the deer's throat because the deer was like dying anyways, and it couldn't move. It was all fucked up. So he just said, "I got to take it out of his misery." Man, that shit hurt my feelings. Because I'm like, we could have fixed the deer. We could have took it to the vet, anything, man. That deer was fucked up. It tore the headlight off the other car, everything. And I was like, I just can't see animals die. You like, shit, I took that shit home and ate it. Dinner, sir!
That would be me. Well, the only reason I did the turkey is because it was so big. He was a big turkey. And if I would have just left him there, it would have went to, well, I mean, vultures or something would have ate it. But it would have went to waste. It was a good turkey, and it was turkey hunting season. So,
shit.
It's fair game.
No, did you feather it and everything? You really cut the feathers off and all that?
No, you got to pull them all out.
One at a time?
Yeah, you just grab them and you just start yanking them, and you just, next thing you know, you're in a feather cloud, and there's feathers floating all around you. It's kind of cool, actually.
That's crazy shit. I don't know. That's like,
feathers!
I'm like, I'm gonna go down to Walmart and buy me a turkey, man. I'm leaving this right where it's at. Like, I don't know that shit, but people do it. My friends, like, they kill hogs, turkeys, pheasants, everything, deer, elk, everything. And it's like, man, yeah, that's real living. That's real living. Me, I'm like, I don't know, man. It's kind of scary stuff.
Why use a gun when you have a car, right?
No. Just run that shit over. Somebody said, Siobhan pulls them out with her teeth. Like, people walk in like, what the
I'm a savage.
Siobhan the Savage. That's a t-shirt that just said Siobhan the Savage, like biting a turkey.
He just biting a turkey.
I was like, I don't fucking go to Walmart. Shit, I go to the parking lot. Let's go get a turkey.
Well, I didn't intentionally hit it. It ran up in front of me on the highway. So, I mean, it was like, I think it wanted me to eat it.
It committed suicide. Turkey's just like,
I'm gonna go. And I'm like, yeah, get him up, boy.
Happy Thanksgiving. Fucking turkey ran out in the street like, oh, no, hell no. See that she's all over that turkey like a wildcat. I know it. Hey, she was down in Tucson. That's where the Wildcats are, actually. Tucson, the AU Wildcats.
I'm like a cougar. Wait.
Hell yeah.
No. Wait. Like
cougar,
the cat cougar.
Yeah, man. No, Manny's a cougar. We call Manny the cougar hunter because he was trying to type something one day and he put cougar in by mistake and we fell out laughing. So now we call Manny the cougar hunter.
The cougar hunter.
He was like, it was auto type, man. I didn't mean to type that. Well, you said cougar in your phone because I can put that shit in my phone and cougar won't pop up. I don't think I even have cougar in my phone. That's on auto type, man. And you've been doing some cougar-ish shit.
Yeah, he's been using cougar a lot.
Exactly. Say shit. So what you getting into tonight though?
Nothing. I just made I made pork tenderloins and Parmesan noodles and green beans for dinner.
What? Wait a minute. You telling me you were a gig worker and you didn't use DoorDash or Uber Eats?
No, I've never used those.
You've been cooking this whole time.
Yeah, I cook.
You're willing to take a polygraph to that. You are a woman in 2025 who actually cooks dinner. You're willing to say that in court.
Yes, I'll say that in court. I cook dinner every night.
Hey, me too. I be telling, we laugh like a motherfucker because, hey, man, women, and we be in the car, I drive with people that was, yeah, man, I say, man, women are hard to find nowadays because they don't cook, man. So they all got DoorDash accounts. They be like platinum members and shit.
Oh, dang, I've never even used that before. I'm always scared because when I first started doing like drive services, I started off with like Grubhub and DoorDash, and I was like, the places I was picking up from, I was like, oh my gosh, I will never order out from this place because they do not like seal their stuff. If I was a bad driver, and I know there's a lot of them out there that getting people's food, like there's so many places. And I'll say, like, one place, I don't eat at McDonald's, but they secure their stuff so nobody can get in those bags. Like, they're, like, legit on their customers. Like, we want to make sure your pocket shit together.
They staple everything like the Chinaman.
Yeah.
Staple that shit shut. No, so we're going to do that one day. One day we're going to have a live stream. And during this live stream, we're going to have you typed in. I might be talking to somebody on the screen, but we want you to aim your camera at you cooking so we have documentation of a woman in 2025 making dinner. How about that?
Okay, what do you guys want me to cook tomorrow?
You can be in the background cooking, and we're going to be having a conversation in the chat, and we'll be on the screen talking everything, but you'll be just like cooking, making dinner, telling everybody what you're using. Hey, this is Parmesan cheese. This is parsley. This is, what you can say, whatever. And everybody could be like, we actually saw a lady cook in 2025. Jamil says spaghetti. The easiest shit on the planet, spaghetti.
I mean, I think, because he wants spaghetti. I'll make spaghetti with homemade meatballs.
Okay, so the homemade meatballs will be the fun part. So homemade meatballs, and because the spaghetti is just boiling noodles. The trick to it is getting the sauce right and the meatballs right. That's the true trick to it. So if we can do that, all right, so she's going to make spaghetti. Because I'm supposed to be doing all these live streams in March. I'm supposed to do more live streams in March than I've ever done. So this will be some good content. And then you can I can clip the content, give it to you, and you can put it on your channel to say, this is me cooking dinner on a live stream. And somebody could just play it. It's like, hey, man, this is some good content. This is this lady cooking dinner on a live stream. That's some cool shit.
See, she really cooked.
In 2025, we got proof that there are women in 2025 that actually cook dinner. Because most women take pictures of food. They go to a restaurant, take a picture of food. They take a picture of their Uber Eats shit. Take picture of receipts all the time.
They do.
Yeah, it's like who's actually cooking food like legit cooking, not taking pictures of what your aunt made at Thanksgiving, but you actually cooking.
They take like Uber Eats and they put it on like a plate and take it a picture like it's theirs.
Yeah, do that shit all the time. They be faking, man. Some of these girls be faking like a motherfucker. They get food they'll order some shit from like a catering service. Like, oh, look at dinner tonight, motherfucker. Macaroni and cheese, some greens. Whole time you see the catering box in the background. They got that shit brought to them. Like from some soul food restaurant. I'm finna get down. I'm finna eat. They spray it with water, make it look wet and shit probably. Like, these motherfuckers don't cook. Like, show the process of cooking. Make us a true believer.
Dang, I got dirty dishes.
That's proof. I got dirty dishes. That's proof that I cook. Dishes don't get dirty by themselves.
I know, it's not the dang dishes.
Somebody said she have to catch some meatballs at the lake. Some fish meatballs. Make fish tacos. That's a good thing. Fish tacos is good.
I love the balls. The meatballs.
No. See, me trying to teach my 20-something daughters to cook. Hey, I bake a lot. So I bake cookies all the time. That's my whole thing. Baking cookies. And I make a lot of box dinners. Like tonight, I think I made red beans and rice. So I went out and bought all my sausage, chopped it all up, sizzled all my sausage to death. Then I put my red beans and rice in it, boiled it all in my skillet. I got big cast iron skillets. But that's what I do. I like to make box dinners, but I like to get my own meats from wherever. Because most people, they'll like, I'm going to get a frozen meal. Don't get a frozen meal. No, get a box dinner. That way you can like boil the rice or do what you want to do. Make your own meats, put your own seasonings in it.
Well, before I moved here, I'm used to buying a cow.
Cows and half cows.
Yeah, like you can buy half a cow for $500 and it'll last you quite a while.
No, that's fucked up. That's some straight Midwest shit. That's like Iowa shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy me a half of a cow.
You
Me and
can
my
do that
neighbors
here
going in.
too. I just need to find somebody to go in half-seat with me on a cow.
Man,
Who
how
wants
much
to go
does half of a
half-seat with
cow?
me on a
How much does half of a cow cost? How much does half of a cow cost?
Around like $500.
That's it.
Yeah,
I thought
you get a
cows
lot
for
of
like $2,000-3,000.
No,
So you
and
just buy-
corn-fed cows.
Wait a minute. So if you buy half of a cow for $500, do you get whatever you want off the cow, or do you got to split everything?
You
Like, do
split
you get the
everything.
back- Okay, so no matter what it is, everybody gets equal of everything. Like
Yeah.
I don't get the front half and you get the back half, or vice versa, nothing like that. Because I got a big ass deep freezer. I buy a lot of hamburgers though. So
Yeah,
can you get? You can get all the hamburger you want. You can get steaks, stuff like that.
Mhm. Yep.
I don't know. It sounds.
It's
It
so
sounds
much
like a
cheaper to
good
go
deal.
that way.
It probably is, because I mean I bought 14 patties. No, it's probably like 12, 14. I don't know, for like $15. So it's like $1 per quarter pound, basically. So it's up to
You
like
want to go
four-
halfsies on a moo with me?
shit. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Because that's some new shit. I'll fuck around, get a cow, be like, man, I get some horns and shit in my food. Like, what the fuck is this? A big ass cow horn? So I gotta see what the hell this is all about. But I know dogs like that shit. Like they like the hoofs and stuff like that. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
they do. You don't get that. You just get the meat. They don't give you anything else other than the meat.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I gotta figure out exactly, what the whole, like, who else had cows and what did you get out of it and what was your experience? That's what I
Yeah,
want to know.
there's two different kind of cows that you have to pick through. You have to pick either corn-fed cows or grass-fed cows. It's
What's
two
the
different
difference?
types of meat. The meat's different. Like corn-fed cows are more like grainy type kind of meat. Like it has a different taste to it. And then grass-fed cows are more like I don't know how to really. I'm trying
Compare
to
them
think
to
about
Walmart
it.
meat. Does it taste like Walmart meat? What do you think Walmart sells? Grass fed or cow fed?
I don't know. They have a lot of bone in their meat.
What does
Like
that
you know
mean?
when you're going through the hamburger and stuff, you've ever found bones in it?
No. Nah, I never went through that. I just buy hamburger meat. That's it.
Do you buy
I
it in
get
the roll?
steak. No, I just buy the packages with the patties already done already.
Oh,
When I
okay.
was little, I
Like
used
the
to buy it in a
rolls
roll.
have like ground up bone in it.
Damn. So that's real ground beef. That's like true ground beef. Like they
No,
ground
they
it.
just put fillers in those. Like the rolls of meat at like Walmart and stuff is mostly like meat, but with a bunch of filler.
So I think we're learning something about cows. Now, one time we was on here, homegirl Severa, and she was telling us about chickens and hens and roosters and all that shit, because I don't know nothing about none of that either. So now we're learning about cow meat, because I go to the store all the time. So it's like, it's the grass fed is like horse meat, but tender. Somebody said
Yeah.
that. Is that? So what's the difference?
I've never had horse meat.
Nuh-uh.
I don't know if I could eat a horse.
I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
I don't think I could. I don't think I could eat a horse. They're so pretty.
See, that's what I feel about cows. Cows are cool as shit, but I eat hamburgers and stuff. But somebody said, hey, you're going to get half this cow, half this deer. I've ate deer meat before, like deer sausage, summer sausages and all of that stuff. But it's just like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't kill it. I don't know. I got a soft spot for living things. And I'm like, I'm just not a killer, man. I'm just not a killer. But I'll eat meat as long as I don't got to see it. But it's like, so I'll figure out this cow thing, because it might be a few of us buying the meat. Because what if 4 of us go in and it's only $2.50 a piece? $2.50, and 3 of us can go in. Because if you say you're going to spend $500, but 2 other people say we want to spend $250, we only get like a little bit. You get half, and each one of us get a quarter. So I don't know. Depends. Because I'm still a Walmart meat eater. So I got to figure out if cow meat is something that I really want to do.
Let me
It'll
do
be
that.
hard to- I'm not a killer, but don't push me.
I'm not a killer.
Serious is funny. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy. Black Dog is funny with that shit, man. What up, James Reese? This is not live. This is actually a recording that we made earlier. You just happened to get it on the recording, and we knew you were on your way, so we made sure we said your name at this point. You're not live. Sorry. James is wild. Oh, I think Siobhan.
This is not live.
See, she's frozen. Okay, there she go. Now she's back in. You was frozen for a second. See, Jamil says I'm in for a third. He'll buy part of a cow for a third. So that's $300 a piece. $300 a piece. We all get some cow meat. But man, I don't know. I gotta know like what it is, man. I gotta know what it is. See, Mikey's like me. See, when I was a kid, I grew up. I ate rabbit. I ate rabbit when I was little. My grandpa used to hunt rabbits. So man, James said I missed 4 out of the last. You did. You missed 4 out of the last 6 live streams, James. You, my friend, are on detention.
Ooh, you in trouble?
You're on detention, bro. You missed 4 out of the last 6 lives. But see, this live you showed up on, Siobhan's here. So I really think you're not here for me. You came because somebody probably messaged you and said, hey, man, Jeff got this girl on his live stream. You might want to go check it out. That's why you're really here. Don't act like you're here to hear some rideshare shit. You're really not. Jamil said, I want some filet mignon. Bro.
Ooh, yes, please.
Man, filet come from fish, man. That's like fish filet from McDonald's. Filets don't come from cows, bro. Fish filet. McDonald's, man. Filet
mignon is steak, silly.
No, that's fish. Filet mignon is fish because there's this fish called a mignon. It's a Chinese fish called a mignon, and they get it from the Chinese Sea. And it's this a like little brown fish that's shaped like a hamburger patty. It's crazy, almost like a puffer fish. And you fillet it, and they call it a filet mignon. That's what it is.
$3 rides with multiple stops.
Hey, James, James out there being a pigeon. That's funny shit. 3 daily rides, man. That's funny. That's
the
funny
lady.mia is my TikTok.
Okay.
I can't put the link in here because it won't let me.
Yeah, so if you go look on TikTok at lady.mia, M-E-A, you can see her TikTok. Then you see her fishing on there because I was like, check her out here fishing and everything. Check her out. And she's got some modeling pics on there too. Y'all gonna be like all over the modeling pics.
No, I don't know nothing about those. That's my doppelganger.
That's my twin sister, Siobhan and Levon. Now that's Levon. I'm Siobhan.
Yeah, I don't know this.
No, that's funny. She got her modeling pictures out there. She was like, yeah, I'm a rideshare driver, motherfucker. This is Levon. They call me Levon from Lyft. Man, oh, so James had an issue with a car from Mazda. That's right. He said Mazda had his car and was doing some shit, wouldn't do it under warranty or something crazy. Yeah, you was gonna tell me that story, man. That was nuts. That was nuts. James said, lovely, a very lovely stream. They've never said that shit to me before. They never said, Jeff, this is a lovely stream, man. I love the way you're making this money. I love the truck, man. I love how you. They never said it was a lovely stream for me. So I'm telling you, man, they're not here for me. No, that's funny shit. I bet Siobhan will catch a Sasquatch on TikTok one of these days. She gonna fucking catch Sasquatch out there.
I hope I do. I hope I do.
Motherfucker walking through the woods. Siobhan's like, look what I caught.
I'm like jumping out from the side. Get over here.
Look that shit. Everybody gonna say, man, you got 6 million views on that when you caught that Sasquatch. Like, yeah, but that fucking spider made me get away because that spider jumped on me. I had to let that Sasquatch go, man. He took off.
I guess, yeah, if you ever want to defeat me or get me away, just throw a spider at me and I'll be gone. Yeah, you'll never see me again.
You tell him. Oh, Jamil's on. He said, hey, Siobhan, tell everybody how much you finished making after the $500 on the event. So how did the event go for you? The actual event we did the other night, how did that go? Tell us about it.
Well, I made the $500 and I didn't get any tips, but I think it's because I had they were really young.
Yeah, it was a lot.
They were more interested in hearing about PAX, and we didn't really And I think it was more so on my fault because I didn't mention tips or anything. I was just like focused on the whole pack thing. But right after that, when we started picking people up, those people were like, hey, tip. I got like 4 or 5 rides out to the W for like 75 a piece.
Damn. You was hitting that W.
I just kept going back. I was like, well, you guys, I knew everyone else left, so I was like, hey.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez. See, and that's what it took. Like I said, there was a lot of drivers that we told about the event way before. We told a lot of people to sign up for packs way before, and nobody was signing up. Everybody thought we was joking because drivers have hold so much. So for you to even sign up, for you to not even know us that well and to say, you know what, I'm going to trust these guys. I'm going to roll with these guys. I'm going to sign up and see what happens. A lot of people, they missed that opportunity. I mean, you probably made about $800-900 that night total with all the W rides plus the 500. And it was a slow night. So
yeah, it was a slow night. And it was so easy money. So easy.
But see, people don't believe that they've heard so much on these rideshare apps and so many people starting apps and nobody's getting money. And I said, hey, listen, y'all know me. I don't deal with nobody unless it's about money. I'm a straight businessman. I don't do no flair, no fame, no clout, no nothing. We're about the bottom dollar. How much is it going to pay us? And Pax is one of those apps that says we're doing this for y'all. We're making this app for drivers. You guys go out and take care of the community. We'll take care of y'all. That's all I said. I'm in. And that's a lot of apps don't come like that.
But the people that are making money are the people that are not actually out there like trying to get the money.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. We're trying to get away from the apps. A lot of us are trying to get away from the apps to generate our own destiny pretty much. Because the apps the longer you work on these apps on Uber and Lyft, the less you get paid. They're paying you less and less with each update that pops out. Pretty soon, drivers are going to be driving for literal pennies because they haven't went out and done anything different with their lives. They haven't tried to outsource new business, create, a client base. They've been relying on apps and surge and events. And the apps know they got these people stressing. There's no
totally rely on that app and they don't have anything to back it up, so they have to stay with whatever they're pushing them out.
Exactly. They have no safety net up under them to say, you know what, I don't want to drive the app today. Like Bighorn Kev went 60 days without driving the app. I went 30 days without driving the app. You have to have a safety net up under you so you can make that choice comfortably to say, if you're not paying me, I'm not driving. So many people are still driving knowing they ain't getting paid.
I need to get people under me or on top of them or something.
Yeah. And that's what's going to happen, though. Like I said, once Pack gets up and running and everything like that, we know all the teams that have to be created. And we're looking at everybody who was with us from the get-go, who trusted us enough to say, I'll get with you guys in the negative. I'll get with you guys. People are going to want to come in on the tail end of this shit. But we told everybody today's price is not yesterday's price. A lot of people going to come in and I'm going to be like, well, you signed up late, bro. I'm sorry. We told you from the get-go. When you get in with us early, you're showing us a sign of loyalty and respect. And for the people that came in with us early, we have to reward them in some way. Say, you trusted us when we was down, when we had nothing. Once we got, of course, everybody going to trust us when we got because they're going to see us get it. But who's going to trust us when we don't have nothing?
And then I'll say that because right now I don't really have anything. Like I don't have a clientele base like everybody else does. And for me, I'm so much already in love with packs that I drop everything in a hat and I'll go spend all day with packs knowing that I may possibly not make anything at all because it's just like us all getting together and meeting. But I'll miss out on a whole day of work to spend time with packs.
Because it's an investment. It's a time investment.
It is an investment. Knowing that I still don't have I need to be working every day. To me, when it comes to packs, I'll set that aside and take that time.
Yep. And see, and that's what I tell people. It's a discipline. When you discipline yourself to not rely on the apps, it's a liberation. There's days I wake up, I never turn these apps on for days because I've liberated myself from driving on these apps. I broke the crackhead thing. I was like, man, people are like, oh, get up. Where's my phone at? Let me turn on Lyft. Let me see if Lyft got any bonuses out. Let me see if Uber got bonuses out. You got to get rid of that crackhead feeling. There's days like right now, I'm not even enticed to turn my app on. First time in my life. When I was driving a Jeep and a Beamer, I was always in the app. Always driving.
I didn't turn mine on at all today. I didn't work today. I didn't work yesterday.
Because you get liberated. You get liberated. You have a real good big day, and you're like, dude, I can have big days like this because you're getting private clients. You're on an app that wants to pay you because we deal with people that want to pay us. We don't deal with pigeons wanting to pay $3 to add 4 stops. We don't deal with people like that. So none of that's on your plate. None of that's on your plate. And it frees you up to where you can go a whole 2-3 days without even driving. You're like, bro, I just made like $1,000 like 2 days ago. Doing what? Driving private clients. It's like, damn, that's crazy. It's like, y'all making $1,000 in like, 4 or 5 days, maybe a week. We make that shit in a day sometimes because we take ourselves away from that. We keep the opportunity of making money wide open in front of us. And we try to show people that, and they don't even believe it. They think that this channel is some anomaly. I'm like, bro, there's a lot of drivers like me out there. We don't rely on these apps. We're broken from the matrix. We don't even look at these apps every day. We like, nah, I'm cool. Because they want you to be a crackhead. They want to see you active on that app. They want to throw you rides all the time. Why do you think when people are off the apps for like 2-3 months, they throw them a real big bonus? Hey, do the next 5 rides, we'll give you $250. Because they're trying to make you a crackhead again. Yeah. They're like, bro, come smoke this rock with us, man. Come smoke this rock. And you smoke the rock, and now you back on Lyft again. You're like, damn, why did I smoke the crack?
I had a bonus thrown at me yesterday, and I was like, you ain't getting me.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm cool on that shit. Even Javon said, hey, Chevelle is a true team player that is loyal, and we appreciate that. And like I said, a lot of us, we talk about a lot of things in the background. We see how all the parts move. Me, Jamil, Danny Bunn, Daniel, Robert, Nathan, Matt, all of the investors. We sit around and we talk about all the moving parts, all the drivers we see. We know who we can trust. And we, like I said, they know I'm probably one of the most cynical people out there. I've said it on this channel many times. I am one of the people who don't trust nobody. I'm very cynical, but I've developed so much trust for the people in the group we roll. And people would not even believe that I trust people that much. I trust so much. I went to sleep, gave Jamil my truck keys. Jamil dropped his truck off and took my truck so he can do a big roller. I ain't never let nobody drive my cars before. You be like, Jeff, you let somebody drive your car? Motherfucker, you never let nobody drive your cars.
You let Jamil drive your car?
I'll let him take my truck overnight so he can run some people to him. He had to run TJ Nam to him from the airport. I said, here, everybody probably looking at me like, bro, Jeff loaned his car out. I've never heard him ever loaning this fucking car out.
So he not only took your car, but he took them to the airport. He probably got paid big money.
Oh yeah, TJ takes care of them. TJ takes care of them.
He does.
It's like he needed the extra space. They had a whole family, all luggage. Everybody's going to Thailand, tons of suitcases. He was like, and that was before he had his expedition. He was like, man, I got to take TJ tomorrow. My truck is not going to fit everybody. It's the whole family plus tons of luggage. I said, well, shit, here, take my truck. He just dropped this truck off in my driveway. Next day, he brought it back. I was like, cool.
Is that why you went and got an expedition, Jamil?
Probably. He fell in love with that speed. He was like, this thing is fast as shit.
I know. I was like, I seen him roll up and I was like, you got an expedition too? Now we got 3 expeditions in the fleet.
3 expeditions. We're gonna have the Escalade group roll up, and we have the expedition group roll up and be like, let's do some presidentials, y'all. Let's go. They're gonna be like, hey, either y'all could take the expeditions or the Escalades. Which is it gonna be? Let's roll. They're gonna be like, oh shit, let's go. I gotta put a system in mind. I like my stock system, but I want to put something nice and loud in there. But Jamil said, oh yes, I sure did. He was like, I gotta get this Escalade, man. I gotta get that. But no, I'm like I said, I rock with this group. And we're like a family. We truly like a family. We have our ups and our downs. We got our differences of opinions, but the way that we actually respect each other to say, I'm doing this to help you make more money, to be more efficient, to really go out there and get it. This is why we are the way we are. Because I know the best of us is yet to be seen. We're just getting started. We just getting started. And everybody's gonna see how we do this shit. I told y'all, when I pull up in that Lambo Urus, y'all gonna be like, this motherfucker was dead serious about getting a Lambo Urus. You're right. I keep seeing them everywhere. I'm getting that Lambo SUV.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna ride in the passenger seat of that thing.
Hell yeah. Like, whoa. I'm gonna pull up like, Uber's here.
You know what? People probably would pay to ride in that, honestly. Like, if you could do some and that's another thing about when the Porsche pulled up the other day, the blue one, where like, you should put that in packs. I'm sure people would Be like,
Oh, they
yeah,
be like-
take me for a ride.
I'll pull up to the airport in that motherfucker. If it's 1 or 2 people, shit, I'm pulling up in a Lambo Urus. Woo! I'm gonna put that shit in sport mode so that shit's crackling coming through there. Fucking shooting fire out of the tailpipes and shit. I'm gonna pull up, get out with my suit on with my hat, be like, I'm your driver.
No.
What's good?
Jamil will not like that. Jamil hates that. He does not like the right next to him. He's like,
Jamil's like, hey, serious black son said, don't do it, Jeff. It's fast. Audi Q8 is crazy, man. Man, that's nuts. That Lambo's crazy. I see them everywhere though. They all up in Scottsdale, man. They got them Lambos everywhere. So I'm like, it's my calling, dude. It's my calling. I gotta have one. And I know if I can just get the investments right, I can get, the channel sponsorships right, get the YouTube shit jumping. I mean, I can make enough to cover a fucking Lambo payment. I can make a Lambo payment. First, I'm gonna generate a ton of money to make sure that if YouTube and all that shit don't take off or it get discontinued, I can still pay for my Lambo. So I'm saving up money because when I walk in that dealership, how much? What's the payment looking like? Call the bank. Let the bank know. Bank gonna say, Jeff, you sitting good on your money. If you default, we're gonna take your whole bank account. Knock yourself out. Come around the corner like, what? But I want an SUV. I know everybody's like, get an Aventador. I just want an SUV, man. I want to, because I was looking at the BMW X7s for the longest time. I like those X7s. But then that Lambo Urus came out, and I'm like, that's crazy. It's like a super big, like, X7, but it's like a Porsche body, Lambo body. It's crazy. That thing is huge, man. She said, true, not true. Tell her what I have in my garage. Oh, she haven't seen your garage yet. Maybe we should do a live stream from Jamil's garage. Jamil, go out to the garage
what do you
right
have in
now.
your garage? Don't
Go
make
to
me
the
jealous.
garage. Go to the garage right now, Jamil. Go to the garage. The doors open, and let's live stream. Let's show what we got in the garage, man. I'm taking claim on one of those motherfuckers. That's all I'm scared. Hey, go to the garage, Jamil. We gonna live stream what Jamil got in the garage. We're gonna live stream what I got in my garage. I got a concrete mixer.
Why you got a concrete mixer in your garage?
Because I make concrete pads to park my cars on.
Oh,
So I'm like,
that's pretty smart.
Yeah, I got too many cars, so I just make concrete pads everywhere. I just pour big ass pavers and I park my cars wherever. That way they don't sit on rocks.
That's actually pretty smart.
Hey, sometimes you got to think ahead of the game, because I'm like, I could run these rocks ragged, or I could just dig these rocks up, put these rocks somewhere else on my property, and put big pavers everywhere. Now I'm the paver king. All my neighbors be like, man, I like those pavers, man. I never thought of that. I'm like, yeah. Jamil said, give me a minute. Jamil's got to get up. He was all in his pajamas and shit. Motherfucker had his pajamas on. He had his little stocking cap with the ball on top, looking like one of the Wahoos. He was about to go to sleep in Whoville.
Like, is he going to a Christmas movie?
Yeah, exactly. He was gonna go. He had a Christmas tree up and everything. He's like, give me a minute. Let me take the Christmas tree down, take my Whoville hat off. Shit. But I'm glad you're rocking with us this long on the live stream. Most people don't sit with me on the live stream that long. They can't do it. But
oh, well.
But hey, you're a
people.
TikToker though. You're a TikToker, so that means and wait a minute. What's the TikTok again? Is lady
lady.mea.
MEA. So there you go.
Lady Mia.
When you guys go on TikTok, search for Chevelle, not Chevelle, Siobhan. Y'all got me thinking of cars and shit. Chevelle SS.
That's okay. I've been called Chevelle before.
No. She's like, get your motors going. Chevelle. All right, Jamil and his Grinch PJs. I'll do it for real. That's what's up. Jim from Denver, my brother. One of my clients is closely connected to an NBA head coach. You never know who you're pitching to. She's now a regular. Keep the biz card. Stay safe. There you go.
There you go.
When you're good at what you do, Jim, this is what happens, man. You end up pulling in some really important people that you never even know who they are, but they trust you like that. And she's like, hey, you my driver now, Jim. Yeah, let's do it. There's Sasquatch videos at lady.me.
Is he saying that? Are you with the Sasquatch stuff because I'm so tall?
He's saying Sasquatch in the woods. They don't know how tall you are from your videos.
I mean, if they went on my TikTok, it would say like how tall I am.
I didn't know. You could put that shit on there.
Yeah, like you can say in your thing, like mine says that I'm like 6'7".
Who knows?
6'7".
Yeah, y'all didn't know Siobhan was 6'7" for real. She's 6'7". Her head sticks out of the sunroof of her expedition that she's driving.
Driving like,
no. I think you're about 6 foot. What are you, 6 foot even?
I'm about 5'11", 6 foot. I think I've gotten
5'11",
shorter.
Okay, me too. Because I used to be like 6 foot. Now I'm like 5'11". I'm like, that's cool. That shit don't bother me. I think gravity's taking over.
That's what happened.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I used to be 6 foot tall. Now I'm like 5'11". I'm like, whatever. I could care less. As long as I drive fast, that's all that matters, man. That's it. She looks like Blair Witch with the camera set up. The Blair Witch Project. We're waiting on Jamil because I want everybody to see what this guy's got in his garage. Crazy.
I'm in my car right now.
I know it's all black in the background and everything. Like,
that's why it's so dark in here.
See?
I'm in my car.
You know, I've never done a live stream from my car. I rarely even do videos in my car because it's so dark in there. Like, man, I gotta be in the garage. See, I'm in the I do front yard because I got lights all in my front yard. So I'll do live streams or I'll do something from the front. I've live streamed from my swimming pool before in the backyard because I got big lights back there. And I just bought some new lights. So this year when I'm doing the pool party, if I do it, I got new lights going all the way around. So we'll see. We'll see. That's a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of work. All right, Darius, my man. She said, Abby said, I'm shrinking. I had to buy some flip-flops with heels. She had flip-flops with 2-inch heels. We call those pumps. Let's see something. Wait a minute. I thought I already had you on there, bro. I heard that you. What? She's selling a mystery machine. All right, Darius, brother, be easy out there, my man. Say 6 foot Amazon. Okay. 6 foot is not that tall. I dated this girl from Hawaii named Kamila. She was 6'3". With heels on, she was 6'6". And I was 6 feet. This girl was tall ass Hawaiian girl. But she was gorgeous, so it didn't matter how tall she was. So I told motherfuckers, I'm like, shit, I'm a lumberjack, motherfucker. I'll chop them down. Uh-oh, here's Jamil. What's good, brother?
What's good?
Okay, give us we need the whole thing. You need to tell us the exact year, make, model. Tell us everything.
Let me see. How do I flip it over?
You hit the button that looks like this. Looks like the Pisces or something. Nope, wrong one. It looks like it's like this. It's got arrows or something. Nope, that's not it. Is that the top of your camera? Is that the top of your camera? Nope, that's not it.
He just cut himself out.
Jamil's he can't use a phone. Go get one of your grandkids. They'll show you.
Hear me?
Look, okay. It should be a camera with like a damn man. Look at you. Swipe up on the camera. Try that. Swipe up on the camera. That's what it is.
Just turn your phone around. Just
what
turn
up,
your
Shane?
phone around.
What up, Shane? Yeah. Let me put the link back in there for him. You got to swipe up on the camera. There he is. Let's see. Swipe up on the camera. Swipe up. See what happens.
Swipe up.
Yep. You got the iPhone, don't you? See, mine is easy. I just got this little button on mine. I hit it, and it just rotates the camera. Now we working with you, man.
Did, but it's not doing that.
All right, I'm on my way to show you how to flip the camera.
Okay, how do you flip the camera? Bro, that's hilarious. He keeps killing himself. Never play video games with Jamil ever. If you play Call of Duty, do not pick this guy on your team. Whatever. You're killing everybody. You keep shooting yourself, Jamil.
He's the
Do
one
not-
that shoots all the teammates.
Exactly. Don't pick him in Fortnite. He'll chop like the tree from up on you and shit and kill you. Like, what happened? Jamil, you killed like 4 teammates. He keeps hitting the wrong button. That's just funny. And it's funny how he's looking at the phone and he's going, pew. It's like when grandkids are teaching their grandparents shit. He keeps killing them.
How do you use this thing, son?
I said, don't go fishing with Jamil. Fucking hook you in the back like, oh shit. He's like doing
Now
like
he'll
this.
just he'll throw the whole pole.
Jamil throw the whole pole.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, you figured it out. Now you got to put the light on. How do you put the light on? Uh-oh, don't tell him that. Don't tell him
You
that.
gotta YouTube it.
I knew it. Put the light on in the back. It's cutting in and out. Do you got it on the home Wi-Fi or your phone Wi-Fi? What do you got it on? We're tech support helping you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it's not moving. Everything's frozen. See, look. Everything's frozen, man. We're trying to do tech support with you. What happened? I can see your camera there. James said, you let that guy drive.
Okay.
You let that guy drive your expedition?
James is wild. Oh, man.
I mean, he's got.
Now, you see this?
He's right.
No, because it's
This
dark.
is
We
a
don't see anything.
1996.
We can't see anything because the picture's completely blacked out. Now we
Yeah.
can see some. There we go. There we go.
Is that a Corvette?
Yup, that's a vet. That's a vet.
Okay,
We can
this
see-
is a 90.
What is that? It looks like a 90,
This is a convertible.
98,
That's a Corvette.
97.
98.
98.
This is one. No, 98. This is one of the first convertibles on the C5 platform.
Sick.
Look
And it's
the
got the tan
license plate says.
They don't even come with the tan tops.
And it has. Nope, it's a triple tan. It's one out of
Yankees.
300 made that. Right.
Oh, look
That's
at
this
you.
one. I'm going to show you my black one. This is a 205. License plate.
So that's the 05.
This is the 05.
Yeah.
Well, Jamil's like most of my customers when I pull them up to their second house.
Yeah, exactly.
So you see,
They're like,
it's
"Oh,
a
this is just
triple
my
black.
second house."
This is a triple.
Jamil's
black.
like, "This is just my second Camaro."
Exactly. My second Corvette.
Second Corvette, not Camaro. Please do not call it a Camaro. and then I have what you call a GTO.
That's the GTO, Pontiac GTO V8.
Oh yeah,
You see
good old
that?
GTOs. Those are actually pretty
Pontiac
nice.
GTO.
So he's got 3 muscle cars in the garage and he
Hey,
drives
okay.
around a slow SUV
Baby.
all day.
This thing hauls ass.
Oh, yeah.
Now I know why he drives so fast everywhere like a maniac.
Exactly. He's got a lead foot.
Our truck.
He said the hazard lights are still on from his last DoorDash delivery. He's driving around with hazards on. Well, I think it froze up again. It froze up again. Man, that's funny.
I'm probably gonna have to go here in a couple of minutes.
Oh, it's all good. And there's the Lincoln sitting out there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That poor Lincoln's on the street.
I'm telling you. It's sad when you got to put your Lincoln on the street because you got other cars in the garage.
You have enough room in your driveway.
It keeps freezing up all the time. Yeah, we're almost at a 3-hour mark anyway. So, oh, there he goes. He's back in the garage. There you go. See, my garage is not that clean. My garage, there's a concrete mixer, there's a welder, there's a table, there's a big ass golf cart in my garage. My garage needs to be clean. But yep, man, I love it, man. Jamil's got the race garage. She's got the race car garage. I got the big motorcycle. I keep forgetting my motorcycle's in there too, man. I need to go ride that damn thing. It's upsetting. I've had this bike for so long and I haven't even taken time to ride it because I've been so busy driving.
You better do it before it gets too hot.
I know it. I know everybody's out riding right now, and I'm like, man, I need to be just. I'll probably ride it next week. I think I'm gonna clean it up and ride it next week. That's what I'm gonna do. Just get out the house and just one day just go eat some chicken fingers and ride my motorcycle around town. Fuck it. Oh, that PAX logo is way outside. He ain't going back out there. No. Man, but yeah, we almost did a 3-hour live stream once again, and we do this all the time. 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever. We learned a lot about buying cows, have cows. We learned grass-fed versus corn-fed. A lot of stuff. These are packed, very packed live streams. And we're gonna figure out which cow is better, the grass-fed or the corn-fed. We're all gonna go 1/3 on it. I got a deep freezer, so I'm down to buy some meat. I would love to buy a lot of steaks. That would be pretty cool. So we're going to see. I don't even know where to buy a cow from. So this is going to be a project for you. You can call us and tell us where we got to drive to. So you guys got to drive to New Mexico to pick this cow up. I don't even know where they sell cows out here. I have no idea.
They're here. I've heard from people that they're here.
Okay, cool.
I just don't know where yet.
3 hours of Jamil looking for his keys. Mikey is on one
He got
tonight.
all the cars, but he ain't got no keys to drive them.
Y'all are on one tonight. That's just he said fucking 3 hours of him looking for his keys. That's wild shit. The live stream was somebody looking for their keys for 3 hours straight. Man, that would be a good live stream. I can't even do it. We should hide his fucking keys and tell him to look for him and fucking live, see where all the places he looks. He'd be looking in the trash can and shit like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, Jamil, he took off. But hey, man, say the silver sheep like metal Cybertruck. Oh yeah. But yeah, hey Siobhan, thank you so much for coming on the live stream. We'll have to do this again. Definitely have to do this again. Hey, Jamil's back.
I'm sorry, guys, that the pictures were so bad, but you got the gist.
Yeah,
so I do have a few cars like that.
Yeah. Bluka.
I had no idea.
All right. Well, enjoy it, guys. I really appreciate the podcast. Siobhan, I want to say this in front of everybody. You're a great team player, and thank you so much for being part of our team. I really thank you. I thank Jamie. I thank Frank and everybody that has been in our group doing all of these events with us. Whether it's presidential or anything else. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much for including me. I absolutely have enjoyed it and love it. Like, I'm so happy to see where this is going.
Let's make money.
And you know what? The bottom line is to elevate your business. And that's all that matters to me. As long as everybody in our team, everybody impacts. And for those nay haters, I hope they make money in their own way. Right?
Exactly.
And I don't ever want ill will on anyone. But by all means, I want my PAX people to make lots of money.
That's the joke. That's the trick right there, man. Let them sit there and think that this is all a game, that it's all a joke, and they can hate on us and all they want to. We'll never hate back like that. We hope they succeed. But what we know we're going to do, we're going to invest our energy into succeeding ourselves. We ain't going to let all the hate push us down and keep us from making this money. We're going to have some great evenings, because what they don't realize is PAX, we are linked in to so many nonprofit organizations out here. We are already linked in to events like we had the other night. Oh, that's just the first of many to come. That's just the first one. That's what they don't realize. They think it's a one-off. No, that was a test run. It's about to get better now.
We have the Cactus League. We have things coming up. March Madness. There's going to be lots of events that we are connected with.
And I personally had a huge opportunity brought my way through PAX too, and I can't really talk about it yet because it's not anything that can be talked about.
All right,
but I'm super excited about this huge opportunity that's coming my way too.
Because it's the people we meet. It's the class of people we deal with in PAX because of the class of people that decided to invest in PAX and say, we believe in you drivers enough. We're going to link you into our community so you can help take care of the community. You don't got to keep doing this for Uber and Lyft and beating yourself up for nothing. We're going to link you into some really good people. And that's why the people at PAX, we're linked into waste management already. That's what people don't realize. We're already linked into waste management. We couldn't do it this year because we were still going through the bumps and everything. Even with the event we just did, we had to get some shuttle buses in to kind of help out. Next year, it might only be one shuttle bus, and the rest might be a whole parking lot full of just like PAX SUVs and nice sedans and shit like that. You have no idea where this can go. This is just one. This is the beginning. A lot of people trusted us to get on board already. A lot of people looked at us and laughed at us. Who gonna be laughing next year about this time when I'm pulling up in that Lambo Urus doing fucking runs back and forth?
That would be funny. But the other thing is you got to remember this whole thing was the task was given to me on a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We had everything all set up, and Saturday we executed. We only had 3 days to do this and
to pull it all together.
That's how
with our private clients. That's our private clients, our private lives, everything. Everybody had to come together at one time and figure out how we're going to get this event pulled off. It was hard work. I even showed up late because I had so much shit I was doing up even to that point. It was very hard to do.
You showed up late?
No. It wasn't me. It was my shadow showed up late. I was already there.
You were there like an hour before anybody.
Yeah, you were the first one there.
I was sitting by the dumpsters waiting on y'all.
Yeah, right. You were hiding behind the dumpsters. But that's okay. You know what? We're a team. We pick each other up no matter what. We pick each other up to make sure that this came out just fine. And
speaking on picking people up, Jamil, I was on the phone with Jamil and I was so far away at the time. I said, you know what, man, forget it. I'm just done. I'm done. And Jamil was like, you know what, Jeff, I'm going to pick you up. Turn your car north, get your ass up here. Don't worry about it. Just come up here. We'll get it together. I said, man, I've been driving for the past hour, man. He's this dude. Just suck it up right now. We need you to do this. You got to come do this. This is how we pick each other up. When I was at a point where I was like, I was exhausted, pissed off, tired, finna go home. Jamil stepped up, says, no, bro. It's like being in a locker room and somebody grabs, say, dude, don't worry about that fumble. Do not worry about that fumble. You finna score a touchdown next ball. You scoring a touchdown next ball. And I was like, I was done. The fumble happened, and I was like, man, I'm fucking tired. I'm just going home. Nope. And I stayed for the rest of the night.
And guess what? We had fun. Did we not?
Oh, man, we had a great time. We had a great time, man.
We had the best time ever.
Showed up. Everybody gave you a little bit of shit for you late. But we all came in and we were like, Jeff, we're so glad you're here. Let's do it.
Everybody gives me shit all the time. I'm like, I can take it.
Yeah, but as quick as everybody gave you shit, everybody pulled in real quick and everybody supported each other and we got where we needed to do. Everybody did what they were supposed to do and everybody worked really hard and we all did it as a team together.
Yep. And like I said, once we got, the people running to the cars and getting in the cars and getting shit moving, it was like clockwork. It was like everybody knew how to. We were backing in groups and pulling out. Nobody was even close to hitting nobody. Cars were constantly moving. It was crazy.
And it was our first time ever doing it as a sequence like that together, and we did it so smoothly.
It was flawless. Nobody was honking horns and almost hitting people and almost hitting cars. It was like whoop 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 whoop. Cars were just flying. No, there was no stable car. For a while, everybody was moving. Then once we started getting like a little later in the afternoon. Then it started, people were able to park and catch a breather real quick, like, oh, shit.
and language barriers didn't even matter because Juan did everything the way it was supposed to run.
Bro, I'm proud of him, man, because he showed up knowing that maybe the majority of everybody there was going to probably speak English. And he knew that it might have been an issue, but he caught on to everything like that, as if it was just body language. It was him understanding the clients, understanding rideshare, understanding his task. He didn't have to say a single word. The man was on point. Bam, 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 bam. He was moving.
And he was making good tips, too.
He was, wasn't he?
Yes,
he was fantastic. All these guys were having such a blast. And you know what? The excitement is there for the next event that we may have in April. and
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to continue in doing these events. It's going to be something that's going to put us in the map.
Yep. And that's what it needs to be, man. Phoenix needs to see this, and people flying into Phoenix, people outside of Phoenix need to know the possibilities, man. Just the possibilities are endless, but you got to begin somewhere, and you got to know there's going to be issues you got to work through, but have a team around you willing to pick you up and work you through it. Because even me, I have issues. I'm like, man,
we all have issues. We're not all perfect. But you know what? We're team players, and everybody lifts everybody.
That's right.
I was down because, people were saying, oh, Jamil is stressed out. No, I'm not stressed out. I wanted to execute everything correctly. And that's all it's all about. It's execution. And there's a lot of work. Same with presidential. I'm one of the guys that repeats everything over and over and over. You go, dude, I already know what we're going to do. We'll see you. But, people see the level that we have. Even people, when we went on the presidential and we stopped at, what was that that place?
Starbucks?
No, the hot dog place.
Portobello's.
Portillo's.
Portillo's, yeah.
Portillo. We were sitting there, we were talking, we were huddling up, and the lady stops. You can't make this up. The lady comes and stops and says, I want to take a picture of you guys. Do you mind if I take a picture of you guys? And I gave her my camera, a stranger. And she took
stopped
a picture
in the drive-thru. She stopped everybody in the drive-thru to get out to take a picture of us. Then she gave all of us a hug.
A hug. And then when we left, this is how precise we were.
As we were leaving the parking lot.
We're leaving the parking lot, getting into Shea Boulevard, and everybody stopped for our cars to get out of the parking lot.
Like they knew that we were a unit.
Shea Boulevard is very heavy. See, this is the 11-11 we're always talking about, that things fall into place. Everything falls into place. Everybody says, oh, Jamil's going to be upset because you're not wearing a tie. I don't care if you don't wear a tie. Just look presentable. What did you do? You wore a suit. I wore a tie. Luke wore a tie. But everybody looked presentable. The ladies wore their outfit that looked presentable. They looked professional. That's all I want. Professional.
And it's always going to be an inside joke with the tie thing, because we've done 3 or 4 presidentials already. I haven't worn a tie yet, but we joke about me not wearing a tie every single time. Even on picture day, when I got the picture day, what did y'all do? Y'all took a picture of me with a tie, and everybody got their phones out, was like, take a picture of Jeff with a tie on. It was a big joke, because that's what we do. And I put the tie on, and we all started laughing and shit, and I took it off. That's what we do to each other, though.
But
we give each other shit all the time.
Other people that don't know us, they throw things like that to instigate. They think that I'm micromanagement. Listen, I don't.
And that's why I had to tell people, like, Jamil always gives me shit about wearing a tie. It's what we've been doing. We've done this for how long now? We're on our 3rd, 4th presidential. It's a joke. It's an ongoing joke now, to the point where Saturday, when everybody showed up for pictures and you were giving everybody the tie to take a picture on, I didn't show up for pictures. I was just showing up in like my regular garb, checking on everybody. I had a t-shirt on. But Jamil was like, give me the tie. Hey, guys, look, Jeff's got a tie on.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Everybody started laughing and shit. Everybody started cracking up. Oh, shit, where's my camera? Go get my camera.
Yeah, it's not about micromanaging.
Yeah.
It's not about changing a person's thing. It's all about leveling up. All I want to do is level up everybody.
Yeah. And I get it, because
make you get more money.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't realize that, Pax has a lot riding on Jamil's expertise right now. And because I talk to the investors, I talk to, Daniel and Danny, everybody's got a lot riding on Jamil's expertise, because investors, none of those guys are drivers. None of them are drivers. So they're looking for somebody that knows drivers and knows how to elevate drivers, knows how to be a coach to lead a team. So he's got a lot riding on him, a lot. I'm just social media. That's all I do, is make sure that everything comes out right. But he's out there making sure it goes perfect. I'm the operation
guy. I'm the operation guy.
Yep.
And you're the media guy. You're the podcaster. You're the one who rallies the truth,
Yep.
But
And
I'm
pretty
the
soon,
one who
everybody's going to have a
executes the
position.
plan. So
I mean, we might
everybody
bring
has a
Siobhan in.
position.
Yeah. We'll bring Siobhan in and she could be in charge of talking to sororities and shit like that. She could be that person.
Absolutely.
Hey, book
And,
sororities.
there's going to be team leaders. There's going to be things that are going to be involved. They're all going to have a big move in this company.
Yeah. Yep. Because everybody who was with us when we was down, trust me, if you with us in the foundation, you with us at the bottom, we cannot help but bring you with us when we get to the top. Because there's a lot of people waiting to see us get to the top, and then they're going to come around. Hey, man, remember me? I remember everybody who was there with us when we was down. That's who I remember. Everybody when the channel was at 5,000, when the channel was at 3,000, when the channel was at 500, when PAX was nothing. That's who I remember. Everybody who was with us when we was down. Not people when, everything's going great. Who was with us when we were down? That's what we're always going to remember. Because anybody will come around when you got success. Everybody wants to come around.
We had people in the barbecue when you first... when we threw the barbecue, we've always talked before to have a barbecue. Guess what?
Yeah.
We did it, right?
Yep.
And we had a few nay haters coming in and trying to find out what we're doing and all of this. And they tell us, well, I'm not the type that does this. I'm not listen, you may not be the type, then this is not for you. True.
Because like I said, this is just the beginning of PAX. He's gone.
Oh,
this is just looking for his keys again.
Yeah, I'm looking for my keys. I don't know what happened, dude. No.
Now, every time you fuck with me about the time, I'm fucking about finding your car keys.
I know. Where's my keys? I don't know where my keys are.
They gave me something new now. No. All right, I still fuck with you about the whole David thing all the time.
Oh, David? Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I'll tell that story one day.
I'll tell that story one day.
Yeah.
But no, man. Look at us. 3 hours and 10 minutes. We know Siobhan's got to get in and prepare for tomorrow. And I gotta go eat dinner. I made dinner. I haven't eaten dinner yet.
I have to make dinner. I gotta make me a burger, guys.
Yeah, and that's what you said. Make me a burger. And we got to come up with how to purchase a cow. We need to start a live stream of how to purchase a cow. And we need to do a whole live on us going to the cow,
cutting the head,
shit, I ain't
him over, making him go like this.
Siobhan's gonna be there.
I'll never eat meat again.
Gonna be picking
I'll never eat meat again.
She'll be there picking all the feathers in the fur, like Be like, what kind of live stream is this?
She's got Sasquatch.
She's a savage. Like, Like, yeah, YouTube will deactivate me real quick. YouTube will kick my channel. Man, but appreciate you guys for rock with me on this live stream. Y'all didn't have to, but you did anyways. Man,
thank you very much, brother. Guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Siobhan, for getting on, because I know you probably don't have time like we do, because we don't have the kids at our house. My son will be here in a couple of weeks, so
my son is with his girlfriend.
See, we got time now.
We got time.
You got to do homework with kids and stuff, and I'm like, oh man. I'm like, well, we'll wait for. Because in a couple of weeks,
mom life is so rough.
Oh shit. You telling me I had to raise my son with
adopt a husband or something. Or
oh shit!
Adopt a husband. Hey, and that's the thing. When I had custody of Dev, he was in the first grade, and I had him all the way until he was in the 8th grade. There was no way I could do Uber and Lyft at the rate that I do it now. No way possible, because I was always doing stuff with sports, always going to his teachers' meetings, always because he was just with me all the time. So I was his football coach. So I was the football coach in Chandler Mesa for him for like 2 years. So we was always doing crazy shit all the time. So thankful that his mom was like, you know what? I could take him. She's in Florida. She's like, I could take him too. I was like, all right, bet. If he agrees to it. So he was like, yeah, I want to live in Florida. Once he said that shit, my whole plate of life opened up. So I've been like, man, I've been doing so much, getting as much done as I can before he chooses to come back. Because when he comes back, I'm screwed again. He's 17, but still, man, 17-year-olds now are like being 13.
Yep.
It's like, dude, go get a job.
He'll take over your studio to play games in there.
Oh, I told him when he comes back, because this used to be his bedroom. So I told him he's got to sleep in the guest room. Now the guest room is it's tan and fucking powder blue. It's like a ladies' room.
Oh my God.
He's got to sleep in a grandma room. It's like, I fucking painted that shit tan and powder blue. It's got a carpet and rug and shit. He's gonna be sleeping in like, I feel like an old lady sleeping in here. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So his room is
Okay,
now
well-
my podcast room.
Thank you very much. Good night. And
All right,
I
brother.
will let you be so that
Tomorrow
you guys can close it up. Okay.
We'll
Good
get
night.
down tomorrow. All right, brother.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you, Mr. Jamil.
Bye-bye.
All right, brother.
Bye-bye.
Late.
Good night, Jamil.
Yep, that's my buddy. That's my buddy. But we're gonna get it together. So, and I know, like I said, Siobhan, she's actually, if you guys, I'm gonna type her thing in here again at the very end, lady.mea. She's on TikTok, so you can go over there and watch her fish and do all that crazy shit. Me, on the other hand, my TikTok, you don't want to see it. It's still at Mic Drop Barbecue, but trust me, it's a little extra for those of you who don't have a heart. I'll be going off over there. And I won't even bring that shit over here. They're like, bro, you got like 2 million views. Put that shit on YouTube. Doubt it.
Right?
You don't want that shit over here. Nah, y'all can't take that.
That's why it's on that platform and not this one.
Exactly. There's a time and place for everything. So, no, but Siobhan, appreciate you for sitting on this live with us. Really do.
Yes, thank you for inviting me.
You're always invited. If ever you get in the chat one day, say, hey, Jeff, I got a funny story I'm gonna tell you. Hey, just let me know. It's always open to the 300. We're out here trying to make this money. So good luck this week.
Thank you. You too.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right. You guys have a good night.
And that, my friends, was Siobhan. I told y'all this was going to be a great show, a very different show, 3 hours and 15 minutes. A lot of people out there, they don't realize that my live streams are not scripted. These things are all just off the cuff. No matter what happens, everything's off the cuff. I try my best to stick to a profile, like an outline or something. It's impossible. Everybody has different energy. We all got different things going on in our day and night. So I try to bring you guys real time, reality, live streams that are actually live. We chat with the crowd. We keep the audience involved. We got each other going back and forth. Very different live stream from most channels out there. A lot of live streams are just live. We're interactive. We're very interactive with the chat. So appreciate you guys for interacting with us, laughing with us. I got something in my eye now, but it was great. Thank you, Abby Twin. And she said, nice to meet you tonight, Siobhan. I'll have to watch the replay because I missed a lot tonight. Multitasking. Good night, Jim. Great stream, Jeff. When I was able to keep up with. Be safe, everyone. And on that note, we'll be out of here. Thank you to my man, Bobby Vicious Music, for the new track. I'll be dropping a rap to this one of these days because this beat is light. I love this beat right here. But we're going to go out on this. Yeah.